It's time!
I'm a champion now. If you thought I was a pain in the ass before, you got no idea what you're in store for.
Who the fuck is that guy?
The Doctor and the Driver podcast
starts now.
This episode is brought to you by Schismatic Industries, one of my favorite sponsors. I say one of my favorite, like we have so many. Yeah, I got two. This is gonna be a little different plug because I got two gis now. Brah, got a black gi and a white gi, and they are the best. The best. Yeah, they're the best gis around for sure. Rash guards, like super the best, 100%. So yeah, best. I guess I should say if gis and rash guards doesn't give it away, I guess I can explain it down for the the slow people like myself. Yeah, the Schismatic Industries is a jiu-jitsu apparel company designed to make you perform and look your best on the mats. And trust me, from personal experience, it will. The rash guards are by far the best. For sure, 100%, 1,000%. Alex has one now. Yeah, like I got my Trash Panda one on now. Not on now, but I have it with me now. That's my favorite one. It's so cool. It's got a little panda bear and a gi. It's pretty dope. But I said panda bear. Wow. It's got a raccoon, which is the Trash Panda, just chilling in a gi, eating some trash. It's dope. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, whatever. Yeah, very reasonably priced. It's the best around. It's a small business in Georgia. Sean McCleary is the owner. He's a big time brown belt competitor. He competed on Fight to Win. Alex and I watched it on Flow Grappling. He's got a combat jiu-jitsu match coming up. Anyways, yeah, small town. Just go support your small town companies, man. Go support your small town. I think the gis are $75, dude. That's crazy cheap for quality. Crazy cheap for quality. If you're going to sit there and spend $300 on a show you roll gi that's just as good as Sean's Schismatic gi, get out of town, dude. Get out of town. Get yourself some Schismatic gear. And also, we are brought to you by Guardian Oil. Try Guardian Oil. You can find them. You can find Schismatic Industries on Instagram at schismatic_industries or go to schismaticindustries.com. The link will be in the description of the show. And then Guardian Oil, you can find them on Instagram at tryguardianoil and tryguardianoil.com. It's why don't you help me out here, Alex? Because you know fancy terms. To help me out with the Guardian Oil. What's it got in it? It's got some good stuff in it to keep you clean.
It's got all natural made for things to help protect your skin from gross ass shit that you can get on the mat, like ringworm and acne and crotch rot, as Gage likes to say.
Crotch rot.
All natural made pre-roll spray that keeps you safe and clean out there.
Post-roll.
Post-roll, pre-roll, post-roll.
Yep.
Okay, anything.
Yeah, well, see, it's funny because they're the ones that talk to me about the pre-roll because I used to use it post-roll. I'm like, yeah, it's the skin feeling healthy, soft, and smooth, and all that shit. And they were like, hey, try it pre-training too. And I clicked in my head. I'm like, well, the mats get gross because you're bringing gross shit on them in the first place, right? So why not help keep them clean in general for your training partners by spraying it on before and after? There you go. Ba boom, ba boom. So check out them sponsors. It's the good shit. It's the good shit. If you use both products, you automatically become a black belt in less than 2 years. 100% guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, buddy?
What kind of mug is that?
It's a Stein I got in Germany.
Oh, it's a Stein. Okay.
I believe that's what you call it.
I thought a Stein had a top on it, like a cap.
I think it could have like a little lid, like it could.
What did you do? Break it?
Dude, here's the coolest part. I can't really show you because maybe I can get real close and drink. You can see
the underneath is beer. That's pretty cool.
It's clear, and when the German fella I bought it from, when he told me about it, he's like, "It's for playing cards." He was like, you can put your cards on it, and if your beer is clear enough to see, or if you're almost done with your beer, you can see your beer on your cards, and you're the only one who can see what's in your hand.
Mm.
That's what he said. Maybe that's just
And that's
some
what
bullshit.
sold you?
Yeah, I was like, wow, I never played cards. Now I need to start.
Yeah.
No. I was just like, okay. I thought it was cool. It was at a forger. Like a guy was like, like making shit in front of us. Pretty
You're
cool.
like, all right. What do you have in there?
Blue Moon.
Oh,
You
is
can
there an orange peel in there?
Yeah,
I was
see
like,
the
what
orange?
the fuck is there? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Blue Moon with a slice of orange in it.
Wow, dude, you're real fancy now, bro.
I don't like the orange.
Blue Moon,
maybe
yeah, I actually went to the supermarket and got oranges for my Blue Moon.
you got. Oh yeah, well,
That's you.
No,
I'm being you.
No, when my wife bought the Blue Moon, she also brought home oranges because she's the best.
Wow.
100%. So when they bring it to you like at the bar, it's like on the side. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's because some people might not want it, but I squeeze that bitch and I drop it in the beer. That's how I do it.
Yeah, it's like part of the aesthetics. It looks nice to see the orange.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, well, maybe I guess if I didn't want it, I would appreciate this. But if I didn't want it, I would just say no orange. I don't know. I like to squeeze it in. I guess I wouldn't really want someone else doing that. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't want someone else
squeeze it in.
fingering my.
I'll squeeze it
fingering
and
my.
then I'll eat it.
Oh, really? I like to
Yeah.
squeeze it and then dunk it.
Yeah. Just
And
dunk
let it
on the
float
beer.
around. Because I feel like the thing itself is basically
Yeah.
stirring the juices in the beer. It's fucking good. I love Blue Moon, dude.
Yeah, it is a good beer. It's a good
Very
summer
good.
beer.
Like for something that's not high price, like it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, dude. Trust me. Listen. Check this out. Look at the preparation, dude.
Wow.
I'm ready to go with number 2.
You got an extra out of your stein. Are you gonna pour that into the stein or?
You know what? I wasn't, but now I think I will. I like the
All right.
stein. Like a little handle. Sometimes I get a little klutzy, a little clumsy.
Yeah. So I guess we have to start off apologizing.
Yes. I actually had who hit me up? Who did hit me up? I think it was Eddie. He said, "Where's my pod, bro?" I was like,
Dude.
"Hey man, sorry."
It was I was so bummed too because I thought last week was a great episode that no one got to hear. Like, we did really good. And the dude fucking Skype fucked us. So fuck Skype. We're officially Team Zoom now. Isn't that right, Gabe?
Yeah, we're on Team Zoom. We're on Team Zoom unless Zoom shits the bed, and then we're
unless Zoom fucks us, then we'll go back to Skype. But yes, this is not I tried every 6 ways to Sunday to fucking put together, but like whenever the whole problem was Skype didn't record it properly. So what are you gonna do? That's what happens when you got free shit. You know, doesn't always work. But you know what? We're trying. Zoom's been pretty cool so far. I think the video quality is better for sure.
There's a way less of a lag with you. Like you are matching up with your word. Usually, it's probably the same with me. Usually, when I'm watching
on Skype, you're frozen the whole time. I just deal with it. Now I can actually see you move. So obviously, Zoom has got their shit together. Makes sense why they're making so much money right now. And their servers are probably insane right now because everyone uses it now.
Right. Yeah. Well, usually I can see you, but usually you are like lagged like crazy. So like when you actually laugh and when you smile when you make something, it's like way delayed. Like I basically it's basically the same as you. Like, I'm basically not seeing you. I can't read you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, now I get to see your weird T-shirt and your Cycle Mom bandana.
Dude, Baby Yoda drinking the tea as in the rainbow colors, bro. That's the dopest shirt I've ever had. Got it today, bro. Had to wear.
Fresh from where?
Got it today from Kohl's.
Oh, wait, you bought that at Kohl's, like not on the internet?
At Kohl's, yeah.
You went into the store?
I got this one too. 2 for $20, baby. Kohl's always has the 2 for $20 graphic tees. Check out this bad boy.
Ooh, that's a cool one too.
Can you see that?
I can.
I don't know if you can't see what's over here. Who's over here? There's Boba Fett over there. I don't know if you can see.
Is that the Mandalorian?
It's Boba Fett, who is a Mandalorian, but it's not the Mandalorian.
Let's not get you started.
Yeah. Yeah. Different
How
thing.
dare you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they wear the same armor, but no, that's Boba Fett for sure. You can tell by the rocket. The Mandalorian doesn't have a rocket.
Oh, okay.
Also, why would the Mandalorian be next to Darth Vader? Different timelines, bro.
Dude, yeah, I'm an idiot.
Not really. I'm
The
just teasing.
Mandalorian was before everything, right?
The Mandalorian was after the prequels. So, but before A New Hope, before like the original Star Wars movie. Yeah.
Yeah, because Yoda's a baby.
That's, dude. We're gonna have to edit that out. I can't believe you're saying this.
Because Yoda trains.
That's not Yoda.
Oh.
That's not actually Yoda.
Baby Yoda isn't Yoda.
No.
Then what the fuck is he? Dude, all right. I'm definitely not the only person. And it's not like I haven't seen all the movies. I've seen all the movies. I've watched the show.
Dude, it's not. No, it's not.
It's
Baby
not
at
Yoda.
all.
Then why is it
No.
called Baby Yoda?
That's the dumbest thing anyone should have ever called it. Just
Well,
stuck.
why everyone calls it that?
Because he doesn't have a name, and nor does Yoda's species have a name, so they didn't know what else to call it. And they don't call it that in the show. That's just what the fans started calling them.
So I
But
feel
I
like you're
thought
wrong.
everyone knew. 100,000% bet my life
Nope,
on it.
I think that guy becomes the Yoda.
Okay, dude, it's after the prequels. Yoda's an old man.
How do you
fighting
know
the-
it's after the prequels? All
because
the Easter eggs?
the
that you put
Empire has
together?
fought. Wait, actually, hang on. Is it? It might be after.
Dude, I think it's before.
Definitely not. The Empire has fallen, so I think it's after the
Mm-mm.
original. Yeah, I think so.
Whatever,
Look it
I'll
up.
rewatch it. Go ahead.
it up.
Whatever. Won't you
No, I
brag
think it's
about it?
after. No, I'm sorry. I think it's after the original trilogy because the Empire's fallen. Remember all the stormtroopers like underground, like hidden. I think
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. Whatever.
Definitely not Yoda. Just know that much.
Okay. So
But anyway, sorry for last week. We
I'm fucking
had some
done.
technical difficulties.
it was hilarious.
And we knocked out that show quick too. Like
It was a good show.
it was. I know. I had fun. But what was I saying? So right now we're going to talk about last night's card, which was Anthony Smith versus Alexander Rakic. That was the main event. And then let's see what's next week. Is next week Overeem's card? Who's Overeem?
Oh, I gotta get used to looking at on the internet while I'm on this shit.
Oh yeah, that's what that. Sorry, trial run, people. Trial run. This is Overeem versus Sakai.
Yeah,
It's next week's
dude,
card, so we'll have to talk about
sucks, dude.
Why do I only have one fight on the card? On the UFC page.
Dude, I don't know.
Have to use Google.
UFC.
Gotta use Google, huh?
Let's see. Can you still see me?
If you click on the Overeem versus Sakai's card, which I think is next week, all you see is the main event. That's whack.
No, I have 4 cards on here, bro. What are you talking about? Overeem, and then the co-main is Soraya Eubanks versus Carl Rosa. Then Michael Pereira versus Zelim.
Wait, are you on the UFC page or are you on Google?
I'm on Google.
Yeah, I said the UFC's page doesn't have it on there
Oh.
for whatever reason.
Dude, Brian
So now I'm
Gallagher's fighting for the 15th time against Ricky Simone.
What's okay, I found it. Fight Night Overeem.
We got to go in order. So, okay, we'll jump back. Let's talk about last night.
Oh, Sarah Eubanks is fighting. She's a beast.
Yeah, dude,
That's the girl. That's the girl I
just
said
have to
looks like
say-
Kevin Lee.
I just have to say that next week's card has to be the worst fight night I think I've ever seen just looking at it.
No way.
Dude,
Just
in
that Jessica
recent
Eye was,
memory-
that one with Jessica Eye was definitely the worst one.
yeah,
They ended up being really good fights. But
they were really good. That's a good. Maybe I forgot about that because the fights ended up being. So
There were,
good.
yeah, they were.
Yeah.
But there was
But
no
actually,
one
yeah,
on
when
the
I
card.
think about it, it was no one. Yeah, that's good.
No one on the card. And Jessica Eye headlining is a sad.
Yeah, the
story.
fact that was the head. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Overeem's a giant
Touche.
name.
Touche. Yeah, you're right. But
Overeem's a
still, from what we've been
Is-
getting, ooh.
Is Overeem my favorite heavyweight? Maybe. I like Overeem a lot. I fucks with Overeem big time.
Yeah.
He's one of the goats. Has to be. Although I don't. He's never been UFC
Didn't
champion.
he did a lot in Pride, right?
K1 kickboxing. I don't know if he was in Pride. He was K1 kickboxing champion. I don't know if he was champion. I think he was champion somewhere. I don't know if it was Pride. But that was when he was Uberine, bro. He was on the roids.
Uberine, that's pretty good.
Uberine, yeah, he was on the roids. God, dude, his record is crazy. 46 wins, 18 losses.
Oh, did you already pull him up?
Dude, that's
dude,
more
that's
fights
my
than
job.
beers I've ever drank in my life, probably.
More beers than you've ever drank. What?
Imagine how
Okay.
many fights, including.
That's right.
I'm just saying it's a lot. Think about all his
Dude,
all
he
his
did fight in
kickboxing
Pride.
fights.
So
All
fuck
his.
you.
Okay, I didn't say he didn't, fool. I just know he was a K1 kickboxing champion. So if you think about all his Pride fights, all his his kickboxing fight his Pride fights would still be on his record. His kickboxing fights wouldn't be. Dude, that's a lot of fights. That dude, he might have most fights like ever.
He was a Strikeforce heavyweight champion. He was
Strikeforce champion.
K1 Grand Prix champion. He came in the semifinals of Pride.
Who did he lose to?
Chuck Liddell.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Man. Pride was like a little before our time, which is
I know. I really don't know any. Like, I can only have seen the highlights. Like, it was it was like 5 years to, I would say, for us.
But well, also when like it was like a rival with the UFC, and it was in Japan. So like while Pride was still going on, like we were watching the UFC. Plus, I mean, I think we caught it right at the tip end because like when like I started watching, it was like, you know, like Chuck Liddell got big. You know, he came from Pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same. And
Forrest
so did
Griffin,
Rampage. Like we saw all the Pride guys come over.
Yeah. Just an age thing. We're just younger.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because I've heard crazy stories about Pride. I would have loved to have seen it.
Yeah, can't they knee while the dude's down? I'd love to see some.
I don't think they had any rules. They could headbutt and shit.
Oh fuck.
Anyway,
Anyway,
pretty sure they could headbutt.
we should talk about last week or
Last night's
week.
card.
The beginning of the card I thought was great from start. Oh, okay, well it finished terrible. I'll give that.
The Llamas
Dude,
fight
the
was really good.
prelims.
I think okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
prelims.
all the submissions.
Yeah, Gage had to go trail hiking or whatever, hang out with his family or whatever on Saturday.
Yeah,
Like,
how dare
what
I?
a real loser. Instead of watching Mallory Martin versus Hannah Schaefer's, like, come on. Anyways, first four fights were all
Hannah Cyphers.
Oh,
I like Hannah Cyphers. I like Hannah Cyphers.
Yeah, I know you do. She lost again, so
I know.
Yeah.
But she was the one, right? Was she the one? She was beating Mackenzie Dern's ass, and Mackenzie Dern need barter, right?
Yeah, the exact same happened in this fight. She was beating Mallory Martin's ass the whole first round, almost KO'd her in the first round, then came out and got choked in the second.
Dude, that was the fight I saw, and that first round was a beatdown.
Yeah,
dude.
and it's just
that was one of the best comebacks I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what sucks for girls, man. They just don't, like, some of them just don't quite have that power to, like, finish people and then
Here's my drink.
Ass out.
Come on in here, Kimberly. Come on in here. Look, this is my lovely wife bringing me a whiskey beverage. Say hi. I don't know if you heard her. She said hi. Got a beautiful whiskey beverage. Thank you.
She's saying,
She's like, I don't want to be in here. I want to be in the camera.
Fuck these guys. Anyway.
Turn around. So, okay. Yeah. No, that was a crazy comeback.
Gotta give.
She was. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Finish your thought. It was a crazy comeback.
It was crazy. No, dude, I thought, like, how's she going to – like, I thought she barely survived the round, I thought. And then when she came off her stool, I'm like, here we go. It's just going to be, 2.0. She's about to get fucked up. Yeah, Hannah Cyphers is just a really good striker, and she seems to not have it on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
same thing. Same thing happened with Mackenzie Dern. Hannah Cyphers she's a slugger. She's good. Oh, and it's crazy that Martin Girl was a giant underdog, minus 330.
Yeah.
Or sorry, favorite. Martin was a giant favorite, and she got pieced up in the first round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the next fight was that armbar you told me about. I did not see it.
You didn't watch it? Oh, it was pretty cool. She did. It was like a tricky ass one. It wasn't your standard armbar. She did some like extra level jujitsu things.
Oh man! Oh, and I miss Alex Caceres' fight too. I like Alex Caceres actually.
Yeah, that's the guy that fucked up your boy, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, put on a striking clinic on my boy Chase Hoop.
Dude, he fucked up this guy. Anyways, we missed to talk about. I gotta mention Sean Brady, boy from Philly at a Hanzo Gracie, where our boy Scalio is out of. So
Henzo.
He made Henzo Gracie. Sean Brady 13-0. Fucking put Christian Aguilera to sleep with a vicious front guillotine, which Gage has said is the easiest move in MMA to master. So it's really not that impressive that Sean Brady did it, according to Gage.
Are you being sarcastic? I hope you are.
Yeah, because
dude, guillotines are way harder than they look.
Dude, they're so easy, bro. Just like, come on. I know. It's a little joke.
Guillotines are not easy at all.
Gage does not think guillotines are easy, even though. Well, to be fair, though, wouldn't you say they're one of the like rear naked choke and are easily recognizable? And
I think
like can shittily do one.
I think people can shittily try one. Okay, there's no way to say this without sounding like a douchebag.
Like your
But
average dude can't watch UFC and then do a knee bar. You know what I mean? But you can
for
watch
sure, you're right.
UFC and figure out how to do a guillotine.
You would never guillotine me if you never trained before.
Okay, I'm saying we're talking about.
That's what I'm
layman's.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying you would know what one is, but you still couldn't do it. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it'd be hard to do to people. It just looks easy. There's a lot to it, dude. Marcelo Alonso. That's my professor's professor. Marcelo Garcia, one of the goats. He has instructionals that are hundreds of dollars that people pay to learn how to guillotine. Like, it's not an easy thing. Like, there's so many details to it.
Yes.
It's just one that looks the easiest.
Yeah. What about the top mounted one? That looked way more tricky.
Even harder, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Scalio
Yeah, it's
said
easier.
he fucking gets everyone with that shit. Like that's by far his move.
From mount?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like that's what if you watch. Oh, you didn't watch.
I saw
Well,
the guillotine. No, I saw the
Yeah.
guillotine.
Well, Paul Felder was saying like I've been in this position before. He's like this is not good for him.
Well, he locked it. It looked like he locked it up from guard, and then he swept him over on top, and then finished on top. So it looked like happened. Yeah, I am not a guillotine guy. I've actually. It's really hilarious that we're talking about this because that's my move I'm working on currently. Like I'm trying to guillotine a lot more because. Don't tell anyone, but I haven't put the gi on in a while. I've been doing only no gi, which is frowned upon. That's all I've been doing. And guillotines are way easier without the gi. Really hard to guillotine someone with the gi on. There's too much shit in the way to just grab the neck. You know what I mean? Too much collars and shit. And I think it's a really good. Scalio could attest to this. Sure, I wish he was here just for this conversation. It's really good. It's a really good thing. You can use it for other stuff, even if you don't get the submission. Like it's a good thing. Like you can use that to sweep and get on top because once you lock it up, they have to defend it. Like they have to do something. They can't just let you do it. So even if you don't have the submission, you can use that guillotine attempt or headlock or whatever you want to call it to like end up on top or end up in a better position or get out of a bad position. You know what I mean? So it's something I personally been trying to work on. It sounds like Scalio has it down. I'm not a good guillotine guy. I'm really not. Like, I attempted a lot, and I actually know how to do one. This is why I say it's hard. Like, I know how to do a guillotine. Like, I attempted a lot and don't get it. You know what I mean? So I think it's hard. I think it's a lot harder than people think. I mean, look at Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier tries 17 guillotines every fight, and he never gets one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He tried to guillotine Hooker.
He almost had Khabib, man.
That's what I said, but did he? I mean, because he
really?
Because
Yeah.
dude, I guarantee. If I had to guess, if you said guess the closest you can, gun to your head, he had to do 7 to 9 on Hooker. Like every time Hooker reached in, and he never got it ever.
I forgot.
And Dustin Poirier,
God, I forget about how good that fight was, though.
great fight, one of the best of the year,
yeah.
probably the best of the year.
Of the year, yeah.
No, that's not true because Joanna and Zhang was probably the best fight of the year. That was earlier.
I
March.
remember saying at the time that I thought it was that one.
Those are the two best in my opinion. But Dustin Poirier is a high level black belt, dude. And he can't, if he tries all these guillotines and can't get them, what's that tell you?
Mm-hmm.
I just think it looks easy. I just think you can look at it and go, oh, you just grab around the neck.
You just
There
grab
you
by
go.
the neck.
Yeah, no, there's a lot more to it, and there's different variations. There's a 10-finger guillotine. There's an arm in. There's a high elbow Marcelo team like this, which is how I try to do it, like Marcelo Garcia does. There's different ways you grab. Yeah, there's a lot to it. Okay, all right, it's not that fucking easy.
Yeah. So anyway, Sean Brady becomes 13-0. I'm excited to see who he gets next. See how he does.
Scally train with him regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't.
Tony...
Scalio's fucking 30 pounds less than him, but he's like always in the gym there.
Right. That's dope. Yeah, well, that's the good thing about being in a city like Philly. You know?
Yeah.
Like in Seattle, there's like in the Seattle area, there's like that's where like Demetrius Johnson, like Mighty Mouse trains there. Like, but I'm not in a city, so I don't really get to train with those like real high level guys. I got pro guys, but they're local pro guys. You know what I mean? I don't get to train with like the big names like Mighty Mouse and Chase Hooper trains out of Olympia. So that's a bum. But it's training in Philly. That's dope. I'm surprised Scally hasn't ran into like Paul Felder.
I know he hasn't yet. He has what's his face that just won Frankie Edgar or not?
Oh, he's training him before,
The guy
or around him?
No,
I
he's
guess?
been there when he's there. Again.
Okay. I mean, dude, if you train at Jackson Wink, like you can spar with these people,
Yeah, I know.
which is stupid, but that's why people like Cowboy and
I don't think there are
Rampage.
gyms like that. I don't think.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be.
there's
That's,
no
I think
way
that's a
you're,
dumb
able
dumb
to,
system.
unless you're like someone they've chosen to be a sparring partner.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
You
That's how it should
ain't
be.
getting near them.
You should. That's how it should be. 100%.
Yeah.
But that Jackson Wings, apparently, that you just pay a membership
Didn't they say it's like basically like, hey, get to wrestle John Jones, like.
you just pay a membership and they let you
Yeah.
train. If you just show up, you can choose. There's a beginner class or the pro class. If you sign up for the pro class, you're there sparring and rolling with Holly Holm and John Jones and all these people, which is probably cool, I guess. But like, they're probably not getting the best training out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I
It's a
would think
weird
those
system.
people would like purposely stay away from fucking like unless you're
Well,
high level.
Cowboys when Cowboy left, when he was talking about how shitty it was, he was saying that, like that's how it is, and he's like, and then you're walking down and people are trying to take fucking selfies with Holly Holm and John Jones. Like, God, this is the gym, dude. We're here to train.
Yeah, that is a good point.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Cowboy called it a puppy. It turned into a puppy mill, as we called it. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think that gym is falling apart. That's what I think. No one can stay there. The Holly Holm and John Jones are the only two big name people who are still there.
Yeah, it's because I don't think John wants to leave New Mexico.
I don't think John needs to fucking go to a really good gym to be really good. I think John's just really good. That's what I think. I think he's just like, I'm fine where I'm at. You know, I think John just needs the reps. Like, he needs to spar, he needs to roll, and he'll be fine. But other people need the environment and the partners. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So then the next fight, Alex Caceres was against competition that.
Well, hang on. Time out. Dude, John Jones moving to heavyweight. We haven't talked about that yet.
We have not. The lightweight division is absolute. Like when you look at it now, it's like
Light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight. Sorry. Ugh.
Dude, I'm sorry.
I look at the names and I'm like, ugh.
We'll get to this, but dude, Rakic might be the next big thing.
Dude, I honestly was not okay. We're going out of order. Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later. God.
Well, Joe Rogan made a post about it, and Joe Rogan is something I'm not, and you're not, a martial arts expert. And he said he thinks Rakic might be the next big thing.
Dude, we are like 29 podcasts in, bro. I think we can start being in the arena of Joe Ro. You know,
semi-pro experts.
We're semi-pro experts.
Okay.
On podcasting.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't make posts like that very often. He made one about the
That
Chechen
is
Wolf.
true.
He made one about the Chechen Wolf, like watch out for this guy, and he made one last night about Rakic. He was like, watch out for this guy.
Okay. So we'll talk
about that later. So Alex Caceres was next. Again, I didn't see the fight.
Yeah, he fought a nobody.
Round one submission. Looks like 3 minutes 43 seconds in. So
there's a guy that
near the end of the round.
Yeah, well, the guy that they threw in was some old guy that was getting his first shot and shouldn't have been there.
Well, I feel like he looks and sounds familiar. Austin Springer.
This is his UFC debut.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Maybe I've seen him at PFL or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, what's clearly
Alex
a difference.
Caceres he was
supposed to fight someone else that got hurt.
Oh, I don't know. Cron Gracie fucking choked his ass out real quick. I know that.
And then
I saw the Zach Cummings fight.
Yeah, I bet on Deschiro. That ruined my first parlay.
I didn't. That wasn't that good of a fight to me, was it?
No, it was not a good fight at all.
Okay,
the last round is the way Zach Cummings won it was he basically knocked him out but I mean the one judge
at the bell, right?
Yeah, the one judge gave it 30-27 Cummings, and I was like, what? I was like, I definitely thought the first round went to DeCharo. But whatever.
It wasn't a really action-packed fight.
No, it was a terrible fight.
But this next fight was
great. That's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah.
Ball grabber, dude.
Dude, so Ipa Kasangana?
Yeah, keep your eye on that guy. That guy.
Yeah, dude.
That guy's. I think he's got something going for him.
Yeah, he was very impressive. I thought
he packed some heat in his shots.
Well, Pitolo, round one looked real good, and then in the middle of round one, he got fucking clipped, and then the rest of the fight just it was all Casanongana.
Yeah. Kasangane. I don't know. Kasangane. That's not that bad.
They definitely say
Kasangane.
at the end.
Kasangane.
All right.
It's not A. It's AY. Whatever.
I know. Whatever. Impa.
Yeah. Where's he from?
He's from North Carolina, but he's originally from his parents are. He was born in the U.S. His parents are from the the Czech. No. Where's Czech Congo?
Dominican Republic?
No.
Dominican Republic?
No.
Is that what I said twice?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dominican Republic? No. Dominican Republic? No.
Well, when you said Czech, I thought I first said Czech. Should have said it a third time.
Fuck, it's one that has like 3 letters in it.
Oh, that's
all right.
helpful.
We're just gonna look this up.
No, I don't know, man.
Anyways,
Yeah, look at that. That's what I thought you were doing the whole time.
No, it wasn't.
Dude, the fight
Talk
was
about the
good.
fight, okay? While I'm doing this.
Patolo has a fucking chin. That's all I know. Because homeboy was
I thought he was
throwing
winning
balls,
the first,
dude.
and then, but the
looked
second
good.
half of the first went downhill.
It was an all around really fun fight. But holy shit, dude, homeboy could crack. And this Patolo guy seemed to be pretty unfazed for the most
Dude,
part.
he doesn't even have a Wikipedia yet. What the fuck?
Dude, shitty. That guy's good. I think we didn't. Unfortunately, for this to be like, I guess I would call it sort of his coming out party. He was a prelim headliner. I've never heard of him. For this guy to take those shots is kind of a shame because I think this guy can put a lot of people away. I don't know what his record looks like. How many knockouts does he have on his record? Oh, he doesn't have a Wikipedia page. See if he has a Sherdog page.
He's from the Congo.
Oh, okay.
I forget the official name of Congo.
Aren't they called pygmies?
No.
Aren't you pygmies when you live in the Congo? Isn't that the name of your people?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think I'm right about this one. We got pygmies.
Democratic Republic of Congo. Son of a bitch. Finally.
Damn.
God.
This is going to bug me if you don't look this up. Look up pygmies. I'm pretty sure that's what the people of the Congo
No,
are
they're
called.
not.
The village people, yes. I'm pretty sure,
dude.
Look it up.
Pygmies. Like what? Like that commercial for Joe Rogan's podcast? The guy that helps build wells for him?
Dustin Poirier does it as well. Dustin Poirier has a foundation.
Dude, it's not. It's like basically they're like from a bunch of different areas of Africa. So they're in the Congo Basin, which is comprising of like Batua, Bambuti, and so not not what you thought at all.
Okay. I heard Congo, dude. Listen, I know, and you're right. Yeah, that too. But also, Dustin Poirier talks about it too. They build wells for the pygmies in the Congo. That's what they say. Yeah,
the Congo Basin, but not the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Well, I don't know the fucking difference. You said when you first said it, you said he's from the Congo. That's what you said.
Yeah, I know that's true.
It's probably a whole different thing.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, this guy can fucking throw, dude.
Yes, he can crack, and I think he can put. Can you see if he has a Sherdog page?
He does have a Sherdog page.
Because
he does not have a Wikipedia yet, though.
Yeah, so Sherdog's your best bet for MMA stuff. I feel like he's got to have a lot of knockouts, dude. He throws.
He's only 8-0.
You got to have some knockouts, dude.
Well,
no way.
He just started MMA in 2017 when he was playing like D1. When he was playing D1 football, and then decided to he's like, hey, I think I'm pretty good at fighting. Let me do that.
Dominic Reyes did the same thing.
Shit. Let's see. Let me look at his full record, huh?
What's the other good page?
Sherdog. Tapology.
Oh, Tapology. Okay. That'll work. What a good name.
So, dude, not a lot of. He has almost no knockouts.
What?
I swear to God.
Wow.
1, 2. He only has 3 of his 8 wins.
That's
a lot of
almost
them
half.
are decisions. He has 1 rear naked choke win.
That's very surprising because I thought he threw heat.
I think he took dude, his first fights were he's only been doing this for 2 years. So I think he's had crazy I think he's just had has gotten better exponentially faster.
I couldn't believe that guy could eat those shots. I mean, they were fast and they were hard and they were accurate. It was very impressive striking. He kept throwing that left hook out there, and I'm like, good Lord. That was like that Justin Gaethje left hook, dude.
Damn, dude, he's only a month older than me.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're getting old, dude. We're getting old. When we look at pro athletes now, we're older than 90%
older
of
than
them.
almost every when I watch the NFL draft, it's pretty goddamn depressing. It's like, oh, all these guys were in the 7th grade when I was in college.
When I was talking to Travis at one point about his high school football team, and I'm like, dude, I was like, just tell me I could for sure play linebacker or something
for him.
Team,
And
he's like, no way, for his team. And he's like, no way you would. I'm like, you don't think I could come in there?
You're a grown man. There's no way.
It'd be better than your linebackers. And he's like, no, you're old.
Dude, I feel like old man strength though. I think you could do it. I think he's wrong. I think you fuck up some 17-year-olds.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was a pretty good football player.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, dude, come on. And then he said, I'll tell you could play whatever. He said right tackle. Our right tackle was just terrible. Anyone is better than that.
Yeah. If I had one other athletic kid in this high school, he would.
No, it was tight end. I said, I was like, dude, I guarantee I could start tight end on your team.
Best hands in the state.
Shout out. But he's like, you're old, you're slow, you'll tear your meniscus probably. I'm like,
he just shits on you.
Destroyed me, dude. Destroyed me. I'm like, hey man, I'm a pretty good you know this about me, Travis. And he's like, yeah, but you're old.
Dude, but you'd be in your prime as a pro right now.
I'm probably because I don't train like that anymore. You know what I mean?
But I mean, really, if you look at who are the best football players, they're at your age. If you're picking in the world.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
God, I'm almost 30.
It's just we're not in the shape of LeBron James or
No. I think it's weird about conditioning, and you might not think this is weird. You might be like, well, duh. But it's crazy how you can get you get conditioned to specifically what you do. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, that doesn't. It makes sense. That's what happens is because something, you become conditioned to it.
I can roll at a pretty high level with pretty good dudes for hours. I can do that no problem.
You can fuck up Travis's high school kids in jiu-jitsu?
Obviously. I don't even feel good about saying that. Duh, of course. But I'm saying that's something. No, I wouldn't hurt people. That's something you don't roll to hurt people.
Yeah, sure.
You're
just a big boy. Everyone knows that. Look at your sunglasses.
Okay, no. But listen, the fact is, I can roll jiu-jitsu. I want to. One day I'm going to roll with Cam. I can't wait. I'm going to have fun.
Yeah, come to the East Coast, bitch. When's that happening? Been waiting.
Probably early next year, dude.
I thought it was before next year. Now it's early next year?
It's always been January. It's when our lease ends, dude.
All right, well, burn that shit up and say I'm out of here.
Yeah, then you get charged a lot of money. And I'm saving up money for work right now.
Well, next summer I'll be able to vacation with you. I'll be able to go to the beach.
Yeah.
Old 100%. Rod. You're going to be
100%.
such a beach dude. You'll probably wear that exact outfit.
I already am, dude. I already am.
Hey, kids. Get out.
Which is funny which is crazy because all those years I lived in Virginia, I didn't even go to the beach ever. I didn't like it. I thought in my head.
See you as a beach adult.
Oh yeah, dude. I love
Mai Tais and shit and
Dude, I do that every weekend at the lake. I just chill in the sand and let my kids swim. And when I get hot, I go in the water.
What beach are you going to be by? Myrtle?
No.
Oh damn. Miss all the high school trim.
It's not far away. It's a couple hours, I think. Hour and a half, maybe.
That's far.
Isle of Palms is a really nice beach. South
Is that
Carolina.
where you're gonna go?
Yes, really nice beach. It's like 20 minutes from where my wife's from. What was I saying though? Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh,
I want to roll with Cameron.
For sure, 100%. We'd have a great time. It wouldn't be a competitive thing, like who's better. Like that's dumb. Like no, that's not what rolling's about. Like I roll with black belts and they kick my ass and I have a great time. You know what I mean? It's just about doing it. But the thing is, like I tried to run. I went for a run the other day. Miserable. Like miserable.
Dude, you used to be a triathlete.
I used to
What
be a
happened?
fucking pretty good triathlete too. And I ran 4 miles and I was dead. That was a fucking warm up for what I used to do. That was nothing. I used to run 13 miles once a week. I was dead.
Do you think in your triathlete state you could have a run for the money for the kids in high school, or?
No, I was too skinny. Way too skinny. Those skinniest I've been in my life. I was 170 pounds when I was doing triathletes.
Jesus.
Triathlons, right? I was doing triathletes.
I was running through the scene, bro.
Doing triathlons. I was in really good shape when I was doing triathlons.
Yeah, dude, you got it. They just keep going, you know?
No, when I was doing triathlons, I was like 170 pounds. I was really skinny. And then I started doing jiu-jitsu and same thing. Like I said, like I could do a 2-hour race, no problem, in place, but I couldn't roll for 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a weird difference. And then like when I would do striking training, like I was dead after a couple minutes. A couple rounds of striking, I'm dead.
Oh, you're doing striking now?
And then vice versa. Strike. No, I used to do striking. I don't do it anymore. I used to. When I started doing jiu-jitsu, I did striking as well. Just kickboxing stuff. But when you see my roundhouse, bro? I got a slow motion roundhouse video. My solid technique. I know I've sent it to you.
I'm sure you have. It doesn't.
Definitely
You know,
have.
it's not in the front of my brain.
I'll send it to
Oh,
you.
dude, Gage is a sick roundhouse.
Yeah, it'll be in the front of your pants after I send it to you. No, but then you get tired, and then there's strikers that come into the gym to roll, and they're gassed. You know, it's weird how like you would think cardio would be just all around cardio, but it's really not. Like you have to do specifically what you're going to do.
So yeah, so this whole tangent came from
I would be in terrible
Kiesa.
football. I would be in terrible football shape.
who was a D1 football player. And
I'd be in terrible football shape.
I think we can tie this in because his gas tank looked pretty impressive that third round. He was still fucking throwing bombs. So
yeah, it kind of bums me out that he doesn't have a lot of knockouts. Now I'm starting to think.
I know it's really weird.
Maybe they just look hard, but I don't think so, dude. I've watched a lot of people hit in professional fighting, and he seemed to hit as hard as any of them. Really.
Yeah.
And then so the first fight of the main card is next, right?
So yeah, get ready. I know this is gonna trigger you.
I was about to say it. You know, you're gonna steal my vibe.
Ricardo Lamas.
I said Lima. Sorry, I'm thinking of Douglas Lima from Bellator. Ricardo Lamas.
Versus Bill Alego.
Really good fight. I'm not hating on
Really good
Lamas at all.
I thought it was the fight of the night by far.
Best
you
fight.
consider what happens after.
Grassel's fight was pretty good too.
No,
but you don't think it was as good?
No,
because
absolutely
it's more one-sided.
Not. Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm saying I feel like fight of the night. You win fight of the night when you have the most exciting fight.
You're right. Performance of the night. Performance of the night should go to Grasso.
Okay. Well, yes.
And Rakic, obviously. But.
Yeah, fight of the night, which was the most entertaining to watch.
Lamas. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Fair enough. 100%.
And I give it, dude. I'm impressed by the Alego guy, man. Fucking coming off the couch to fight.
Is it Alego or Algio?
It's Algio.
It's Algio.
You say it's Algio.
Because they kept thinking they were saying Algio like Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, sorry. So it's Algio. They did get fight of the night.
Algio. They had to. You're right. They had to.
They got it. So good for that.
I mean, we were texting.
Think for that guy how much of a fucking big deal that is.
Yeah. Well, we were texting between rounds, and we were like, "What a fucking fight, dude! That was nice. Great fight."
Damn, Sean Brady got submission of the night. Awesome.
Oh, definitely.
Damn,
Definitely.
dude.
Should have.
Bet he's
Should have.
fucking
That was crazy.
pumped.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be?
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I
he
think
made a
it's cool,
fucking
like,
ESPN headline.
yeah, to like think about those guys. Like, think, man, they're fighting for fucking. They definitely have real jobs. Like, I'm sure. I don't know. Maybe not now. Well,
Oh yeah,
now
they
I
don't
mean,
make very much money.
I mean, $50,000, you can live off that. Like, now you're done. You could quit your job
You can.
and get a bonus like that. Well, at least for the
For a year.
Yeah, for the year.
Yeah,
like,
for the year you could.
Dude, like, I couldn't imagine if Scally ever made it to this level and then he gets a performance bonus. That motherfucker could live off $50,000 for
He
like
might,
5 years.
Dude, be hopeful. He might.
I know.
It's a bummer he still hasn't had a fight yet, though.
Well, dude, COVID's fucking up all the little.
Well,
like,
I slid in his DMs and we were talking a little bit, and he was saying that he was thinking something maybe in the early fall, into the summer, he might be able to get a fight in.
I hope he does. I can't wait to go.
Oh yeah, dude. I wish I
You
was
can
there.
come up.
Wish I was
If
100%.
you're in South Carolina, would you come up? Would you do the 6? You're like 6 hour
Absolutely.
drive. That ain't shit.
Absolutely, 100%.
Cool.
I wouldn't even question it. Yeah, for sure I would.
Well, that'd be all day thing too, because those things, like when we saw Brendan Daigle fight.
Oh, I'd probably come the night before. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like those.
Yeah, I'd
those
want to
things are
hang
long
out.
as shit. It's like 3 hours.
Yeah, I go to the ones around here. I watched. I have friends that fight in the local circuit. I go there. I'm going to their fights here.
Have they had 'em?
Man, no, he had his first amateur title defense was booked for June, and then they pushed it back to July, and then I think it's TBD. You know what I mean? One of my good buddies, another blue belt. He's the amateur champ at 145 pounds. He's been fighting forever. He'll probably, if he defends his title, he'll probably decide to go pro. But really good striker. Real good buddy at the gym. Very good fighter. He won the title. He had a lot of losses early in his career, and now he's kind of been on a tear. He won the belt at the amateur circuit. I think he's going to defend it once or twice, and then probably go pro. I trained with him actually on Friday. We rolled around, had some good rolls, and he was saying he doesn't know when they're going to do it. So that's a shame.
Yeah, I hope. Well, whatever. Soon, it's getting better at least. It's not getting worse.
Yeah, and I wish you got to train with Scally. I mean, I don't want to. Fanboy is not the right word, but it's fun to roll around and help these guys get better, and then watch them go perform like in the cage. You know what I mean? Like it's fun. Like I know I've given James good rounds, and he's like, oh, like show me that setup, and you know what I mean? Like, and you're helping guys get better. They're helping you get better, and then to see them go perform like as teammates, like that's pretty dope. Pretty
Yeah,
fun.
dude, it's like wrestling in high school. It's the same thing.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Anyways, we were talking about Lemus and why it really gets, even though it was a great fight, I'm sure you're still very upset.
Yeah, I wish it was Ryan Hall, 100%.
Yeah,
I keep saying 100%. Stop doing that.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish it was Ryan Hall. I think Ryan Hall would fuck him up.
You think he would have tore his leg off?
Yes, I do.
So do you know the extent of Ryan Hall's injury?
No clue. I assume they don't want anyone to know, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything. It didn't make a big splash for whatever reason. Ryan Hall is still the guy only like the diehards know about. Like Ryan Hall is not going to make headlines that he's not going to make the fight. You know, he's fighting barely on the main card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like the hardcore, especially the jiu-jitsu guys, all know who he is. I mean, he kind of started the leg lock game. Like he was doing it like quote unquote before it was cool. You know what I mean? He had a 50-50 series like before people were doing it. Besides like Dean Lister. Dean Lister was doing it.
So he said the injury should not sideline the fighter for an extended period of time.
The problem is no one wants to fight him. That's not an overplayed thing. It's true. He's not even in the he's barely in the top 15. No one wants to fight him. It's a hard style to beat, man. He throws long kicks. You can't get close to him, and you can call it cheesy. You can call it whatever. As soon as you get close enough, he M&R rolls every time. If he doesn't get it, he stands right back up, and he'll fucking kick you from 6 feet away. It's called social distancing MMA style. And he just throws crazy kicks. He's really long. And the second you get in range, he'll roll for your legs. Some people hate that style. I mean, that's fine. It's very unique. I think he's the only guy who fights.
I want to see it against high level. Like that's the whole point of MMA. Figure out what's the best way, and if
Yeah.
fucking figure out how to stop it.
Yeah, but he's got his leg locks are some of the best. Ever.
What weight does he fight at again?
145.
Dude, why don't we get his ass against Khabib? Let's go. Figure that shit out.
145. He's not going to.
He can gain 10 pounds.
Guess. Why would he?
To beat
Dude, it's
Khabib.
crazy you said that because there's a lot of headlines that said that were saying is Ryan Hall the man who could beat Khabib? 100%.
Yeah, dude.
It's just the
Figure
style.
that shit out.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'd like to see him against top level guys for sure. He doesn't
Yeah, I wanna
seem.
see
He doesn't
if it
seem to
works.
care that much. He doesn't seem to care that much. He's like whatever. You know, he has a jiu-jitsu school and shit. Like that's probably his main focus. Yeah, I wish he would have fought Lamas because people kept saying Lamas is a black belt. I hate when people say that. I don't like that. I don't like when people make that dumb argument. But, like Damian Maia has gone against plenty of black belts and choked them out. Like there's just levels. Like there's levels to black belts. You know what I'm saying?
And who
Like,
gave you it?
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, black belt's good. 100%. Black belt's good. But like a black belt from my gym is not going to go roll with Ryan Hall and not get fucked up. Yeah, or Damian Maia. There's just levels to the game. Or Eddie Bravo. Those guys. Like there's levels. So yeah, Ricardo Lamas is a black belt, but I don't think he wants any part of grappling with fucking Ryan Hall. I think it was no part of that. But we're beating a dead horse.
We'll never know.
I think we will. I think they'll make that fight next, to be honest with you. It's not
Lamas
like he
just said he's
gained.
gonna hang up his gloves.
He said he might. But because of the hype of the fight, because people were really excited about
And
it.
he got a $50,000 bonus.
But he didn't make any big like headways, you know what I'm saying? So he might do Ryan Hall for the last fight. Let's see it for his last fight.
Yeah.
They might do it.
Yeah, again, I was impressed with the other guy. He clearly lost round 1. Round 2 came back, almost like had Lamas rocked with that knee. Yeah, but then just got 10-8. It got a nice 10-8 on the third, but still was very impressive for a dude who was just
round 2 is really, really good for Algio.
Yeah.
Really good. And then Lamas just destroyed him on the ground in round 3. It seemed to not even want the finish. Would you agree? They
Yeah, I
talked
don't know
about
why
it.
he didn't try to submit him. He had like every opportunity to try to.
When it was like a minute and a half left or a minute left, I don't see why he wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one thought he was going to put him away
Yeah.
with the shots. I get like for the scorecards, sure, like because I think his coaches were encouraging just ground and pound. Like, don't worry about finishing him. Just beat him up, make it look good on the scorecards. But when you have a minute left, the guy is dog tired. You've beaten him up. You've worked him on the ground. If you have a minute left, why wouldn't you try to choke him out? Like he didn't try to take the back ever. He never threw his hooks in. Like he just wanted to sit there and punch him. A minute left. I think he should have went for a choke or something. I think so. You weren't going to lose anything from it.
Well, maybe
You
you
get-
would have. Yeah, I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
It worked out. I mean, it was a win, but I mean, you want that finish. Like I would think you really.
I
want
would
that
say
finish.
the same when we get to the main event. We can bring this up again.
Okay, we'll save it. We'll put a pin in it.
We'll put a pin in it.
Alexa Grasso looked really good.
Yeah, dude.
First fight up a weight class. She primarily fights at strawweight. Off the top of my head, if I'm remembering correctly, which I'm pretty sure I am, she was matched up against Claudia Gadelha. Really big fight. Two really well-known people. Missed weight by a lot, like 5 or 6 pounds. And Claudia still agreed to fight, but the commission pulled it off. Said Grasso was too big. And she announced
I'll just move up.
She announced like that day, like 115 is too hard of a cut. Like even though she's made it before, I think that's the first time missing maybe, but she's like it's like death. Like I'm just going to move up, and she didn't look really undersized, which I was worried about. She looked good. She fought really well, really good. She has such good hands, dude.
Her boxing looked crisp. I know you were saying reminds you of Jorge.
I think it, dude. I said it at first. Like, I was like, it kind of looks like Jorge. And then the more I watched, I couldn't agree more. I'm like, dude, she strikes a
You were
lot
like,
like
what
Max
a
Holloway.
great point, Gage. You are right.
Yeah, I confirm myself. I do the way she strikes, the way she stands, the way she moves. I thought was very Masvidal-esque. Very Masvidal. That's all I could think of after I said it. Like I said it, And then something maybe I'd keep watching. I'm like, maybe it was just like one thing she did. But the more I watch, I'm like, dude, she throws hands like Masvidal. Like, we should test ourselves, Alex, and not now, but we should watch some Alexa Grasso highlights or something and watch some Masvidal. Dude,
Side by side.
they strike very similar, dude. Very similar. Really, I mean, obviously they're both good boxers, but I just mean the style, really. But all that is said, that maybe that's just an opinion, I guess. She looked really sharp against Kim.
Yeah, the third round she definitely took over. Wasn't even close.
Yeah, she went to work. She looked good. I thought Kim had some heat, though. I thought she had some mustard in those punches. A couple of those punches landed, and Grasso looked her head was kind of high.
Well, didn't she apparently break Korean Zombie's orbital? They kept
calling her Korean Zombie.
No, she fought because she sparred the Korean Zombie, and the rumor is that
I thought you were talking about did Grasso break Kim's orbital, and you're calling Kim the Korean Zombie?
No.
Are you talking about Kim sparred the Korean Zombie?
Yeah, and broke his orbital.
Oh.
They kept saying that in the hype, and I was like, what?
Oh, well, I mean, she definitely looked like she hit Grasso. Like, Grasso, like, clearly won the fight. But she had a few shots on Grasso. I'm like, ooh, like, no, get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she seemed like she had some mustard on the punches.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Grasso was just the superior fighter all around.
Absolutely.
And she showed some pretty good wrestling, at least wrestling defense. There was a couple of times Kim would push her up against Cage, and she would reverse it pretty strong. And I was like, damn, like – and then I think Felder was talking about it. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think they were saying everyone praises Grasso for her striking, and she's done a whole lot of wrestling and jiu-jitsu work to show she's like a well-rounded fighter. I'm pretty sure they said that. And she didn't really show it. I mean, why don't break it? Oh, sorry, don't break it. Wow. Don't fix it if it's not broken. She was clearly winning the striking exchanges. But, I think Grasso's really good, man. I mean, obviously, this is flyweight, which is like, flyweight's a tough one, dude. I don't know if anyone's beating Shevchenko anytime soon. Definitely not Jennifer Maia, who she's fighting soon. Definitely not Jennifer Maia. Bold statement. This is going to be – oh, wait. Okay.
Not a bold statement.
I'll still say it. No, I'll still say it. I was mixing up two fighters, but I was going to say it's going to be worse than Felicia Spencer versus Nunes, which is a different fighter. But I was trying to compare. I like she was Nunes, but Shevchenko versus Maia will probably be worse than Spencer versus Nunes. Like, I don't see Jennifer Maia doing anything to Shevchenko. I don't know who's going to beat Shevchenko.
Your sister.
Her sister? Definitely not her sister.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's one.
Her sister was the one I seem to be the only person in the world who'd she fight? God damn it.
I remember she got
Caitlin Chukagian.
Yeah.
And she was like a big favorite. I'm like, what are people thinking? I think Caitlin Chukagian's gonna fuck her up. I couldn't believe it. It's the last name, dude. It's the fucking last name. Yeah. That's all it is. I mean, she's good. Yeah. I think she was like 8-1 at that point in time. But Chukagian's like a stud. And I'm like, but then the odds almost made me question myself. I'm like, they know something I don't? Like, why are these odds so crazy? But then I ended up winning money, thanks. Because Chukagian beat the shit out of it. And I think it's Antonia Shevchenko, I think is right. Yeah, Jennifer Maia's going to fuck her up. The point is, Grasso looked really good at flyweight. But what are you going to do at flyweight, dude? What are you going to do at flyweight? Shevchenko's too good. I mean, I guess you can just continually fight for the number one contender spot, I guess. Well, it could be like you could try your best to make it like a men's flyweight where you're just going to run back Benavidez and Figueroa 600 times because there's no one else. Except Cody Garbrandt now is going to fight him. That should be a good fight.
Dude, I think that will be a good fight. I disagree.
Depending on how easy Cody's cut is.
Yeah,
that'll be a big factor. Cody says he can make it easy. If he can't, that affects your chin for sure. Like he could get slapped if he has a hard weight cut and he's real dehydrated. Because Figueroa can crack. I think Garbrandt hits harder. Garbrandt is sneaky good with his power. Garbrandt hits hard, and I think he's faster. He's very fast.
Yeah.
Garber's the only striker in those lower divisions, I think, that's faster than Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley's really fast, but I think Cody's faster. Cody's really fast. That should be a good fight, though, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, and then go
Co-main.
ahead.
Two legends, I guess.
Yeah, Magney just doesn't have the star power. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess he would be, remember when we had that conversation about guys that have never gotten the title shot?
Yeah.
I think he's got to be the one of them of like,
Dude,
I mean, his
the only
record's
person that has more welterweight wins is GSP.
yeah. But
Magney's a fucking beast, dude. He just doesn't have that big, home. What do you call it? Household name.
Hallmark,
Whatever.
yeah. He doesn't have
He's
that
good.
like, big victory that's pushed him.
That's true.
Like
But
he's
he
only
fucks
like
people
we
up.
looked it up. The highest he's ever been ranked is 6th. So
Which is pretty crazy.
like never been in the top 5. Like that's kind of crazy.
Okay, so do you remember? Okay, so he took a year or maybe 2 years off. I think 2 years off
It has to
MMA.
be like that big of a gap. Like why is he being forgot? Like it's weird.
Dude, I slept on him. Do you remember when we talked about this? The Chinese guy, his name was Lee. I bet on him. And I was like, no, Magney's been out of the game for so long. This guy looks good. Do you remember this? We talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm looking up the guy.
And Magney fucked this dude up, this Chinese dude. Remember, because I was high on the Chinese fighters, right? After the girl beat up
Li Jiang Lang.
Yes, beat up Karolina Kovalevich, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously our champion is Wei Li Jiang. And I'm like, dude, Chinese fighters are coming back. Like put it all in Lee. And then Magney came in after 2 years off and pieced him up.
Yeah, it has been 2 years, 2018 now, but he's fought 3 times this year now. So he had a 2-year layoff to fight 3 times.
He beat the Chinese guy. Lee, I think was his name, right?
Yeah.
Who else did he beat?
Li Jiangling, Anthony Rocco Martin, and Robbie Lawler now.
Oh, he beat Anthony Rocco Martin. So Anthony Rocco Martin have the potential to be the next big thing. Like, that guy was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
He was a stud. He got big ears, I think. Just like Magney does. But, yeah, Robbie Lawler, dude. It's Robbie Lawler's second fight in a row. He's gotten ragdolled in the grappling department, which is pretty surprising.
Now he's lost 4 in a row. So,
well, listen. We all know I'm a big Ben Askren fan, but the Ben Askren loss was controversial. Like, I'll be the first to tell you. Very controversial.
I don't know, man. Just watching him in this fight, he looked like a deer in headlights on the bottom. And I was like,
He did.
What the fuck?
Did. But he hasn't gotten any fucking favors because right before this, he fought Colby Covington, who fucked him up, obviously, in the same fashion, really, for 5 rounds.
Yeah, so you think he would, be better at defending it?
He's a good wrestler, which is crazy. I think I don't think anyone's a better wrestler than Colby Covington besides Usman in the division, and Ben Askren, who's no longer fighting. But apparently Magney's pretty fucking good. So,
dude, I mean,
Robbie's
he did whatever he wanted.
Yeah, he did. He even looked better striking because I'm like, he's got to stay standing. He's got to stay standing. But
and then he's getting pieced up.
Yeah, he was way longer and way more. He looked real technical, real precise. Like, you know what I mean? I hate to say it's a knock. It's kind of a knock on Robbie because Robbie just hasn't looked like Robbie. But also, I think he's fighting these really good guys. I mean, obviously, Colby Covington's really fucking good, and Neil Magny's really fucking good too. Yeah, the number by Neil Magny's name is shitty. Like, it makes it look like he's not that good. Like, Robbie should have beat him. He's not even in the top 10. I'll tell you what, Neil Magny, fight level-wise, is a top 10 dude in the division. You tell me there's 10 guys better than Neil Magny in the division? I don't think so. What do you think?
No. Let's look at the top. This is
I mean, it's just really stacked division. It's
I know.
We got Gilbert Burns.
Good,
we got Gilbert Burns. We got Colby. We got Usman, obviously, the champ. We got Masvidal. Masvidal and Neil Magny would be a really fucking good fight. Yeah, so that should say enough right there. That should say how good he is. I think Magny and Masvidal would have a really good fight. Leon Edwards, really fucking good too. That's your 5, right? That's top 5.
Yeah, that's top 5.
I think that's.
Let me.
I think that's in that order too. Michael Kiesa's got to be in there somewhere. What's he like, 8th?
Yeah, he's 8th. Welterweight. Okay.
Damn, look at me, bro. I guessed.
Tyron Woodley, Stephen Thompson, Damian Maia. Woodley, get his ass out of the top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
No
Well, he's about to.
fucking way, dude.
He's about to when Colby beats him up.
Same with Stephen Thompson, man. Out.
Well, Stephen Thompson looked really good against Vicente Luque.
Vicente
Really
Luque is
good.
ranked 10th. So Neil Magny.
He wasn't ranked 10th when he fought Wonder Boy, though.
Yeah,
That's the
Neil
thing.
Magny should jump to like 8th.
I agree with you. I tell you what, dude. Call me fucking matchmaker. I know we're obviously recording this, dude. I got the matchup.
What?
You ready for
What are
it?
you talking about?
Neil Magny versus Michael Kiesa next.
You
Dude,
think
that's
so?
the matchup. I think it should be. Dude, Kiesa's a beast grappler. Really good grappler. He tooled RDA on the ground. He tools everyone on the ground. That's the matchup, dude.
That's
He's
what you
8th,
think?
you said?
Yeah, Kiesa.
He's 8th. They're both coming off wins. Bro, dude, I am going to blow you up if that happens next. So that's what should happen, dude. Neil Magny versus Michael
Call you the
Kiesa.
matchmaker.
You heard it first here on the Doctor and the Driver. That's the matchup to make.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Neil Magny's really good. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, there's no way he's not top 10 talent.
Yeah.
It's a shame because I wanted Robbie to win. I did.
I did too.
I like
but-
Robbie, man. Robbie's hard.
Man, he just
I
got dominated.
know we talk about this a lot. Likeable guys. You got Cowboy Cerrone. You got Dustin Poirier. You got Robbie Lawler. These are guys that are just so likable. Like, you gotta like these dudes. Robbie Lawler is a very easy guy to like.
Yeah.
All right. So main
main event.
By
Listen,
the way,
man.
that was a spoiler alert prediction. I snuck in there. I said Woodley will be out of the top 5 once Colby beats him up.
Absolutely, dude.
Dude,
I just looked at the
Colby.
odds for
I bet
that.
Colby makes him look so bad.
Dude, the odds. Colby is a. What? Vegas has Colby as. Oh, what the fuck? That's Cody Garbrandt. Oh, Cody
Is it 100?
Garbrandt's a plus 205 underdog. That'll be.
I'm betting on Cody
You're
big time
pounding hard
there.
on that. Woodley
Yes.
is so Kobe Covington is a minus 300 favorite. Woodley's
Fuck.
a plus 245 underdog.
Fuck.
What?
Not good for betting.
Yeah, I know.
I think Colby makes him look bad, dude.
Well, yeah, so because everyone thinks that. That's why he's a minus 300 favorite.
But at the same time, talk about Robbie. I mean, no one's getting a harder deal than fucking Tyron Woodley. They have done him no favors. None.
Yeah, dude.
They're
Yeah.
giving him literally all the hardest.
Well,
guys
if
they
you
can.
want a number 5 next to your name, bro, like,
they're giving him the hardest guys they possibly can.
yeah.
But yeah, you get beat up by Usman bad, and they're like, you know what, tough luck, buddy. Here's this guy who's coming up. Everyone's high on. Let's Gilbert Burns beats the shit out of you. Hey man, you know what? Maybe it was a bad night out. We'll give you another chance. We'll give you Colby Covington,
Yeah.
the guy who went 5 hard rounds with Usman.
Yep. They
Dana
hate him.
hates
Dana White must. He must have
hates
fucking.
him.
He fucking must have took like the last sandwich or ate something out of the fridge that was Dana's or something. He fucking
Give
hates
him
it.
anyone but Colby. That's the last guy you want to give him. Watch him go out there and knock Colby out.
Anyways, light heavyweight. Yeah, watch him end up somehow knock. Dude, he looks so fucking bad against Burns.
I know.
He's like
I know.
my exact philosophy that happened with Anthony Smith. I will never bet on Anthony Smith again. Just like I would never bet on Gilbert or bet on Woodward.
Tyron Woodley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't either.
Yeah.
But
no
I disagree with
fucking
you
way.
with Anthony. I disagree with you with Anthony.
Yeah, I don't
Smith.
know why, because I think we saw one in the same. I can't believe his name's lying
Okay.
because I saw the
Let's-
same shit except
tell you-
Alexander Rankic didn't hit him as hard as Glover Teixeira. That was the only difference between these two fights.
Okay. Okay. How about this? If you look at Anthony Smith's record, he's had a very long career. And listen to this before you freak out.
Mhm.
This is the only time he's lost 2 in a row. That's fucking impressive as hell. To never lose 2 straight in your whole professional MMA career, that's impressive as a motherfucker.
2
dude.
straight in this fashion.
2 straight, period. The fact that you don't lose 2 straight, who doesn't lose 2 straight? Michael Bisping
A lot of
lose
people.
2 straight to the end.
All right.
It's rare. It's rare that someone never
Is
loses.
that your whole point?
No, my point is I just like the guy. I really like the guy. I mean, I'm not – there's nothing you're going to say that I'm going to go, no. Yeah, he got fucked up.
Twice. It was
for
terrible
sure.
to watch.
Well, Travis said it really good at one point. One of the things he said was on point. He was way too comfortable being on bottom. He underestimated Rakic's top game. That's all he did. He was fine being on bottom for whatever reason. In round one, then that's fine. Like, pull guard, you think you're the better grappler. Let's see. Doesn't work out. At that point, you should go back to your stool and go, okay, don't want to be on bottom anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But he kept, like, it seemed like he would, like, go for some sort of a takedown and be like, I'm not getting this, and then pull guard.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was very strange.
It was weird.
And he didn't even, like, throw shit up from the bottom. Like, he wasn't throwing up
I
triangles.
know. It was like he
Well, at
didn't
one
want to
point-
fight.
at one
It's like
point
he
he-
forgot he's in a fight. It was so weird to me.
At one point, he had a triangle, and he lost it. It wasn't a good triangle, but at one point, he actually was working to clear the arm, and he did throw a triangle up. And I think that was round one. And after that, he didn't do anything from bottom. So it'd be different if he was like Cron Gracie did with Cub Swanson. It'd be different if he was pulling guard and like throwing up submissions and shit and just not getting them. And then you'd still say the same thing, like, it's not working, get back up. Like, it's not working. But he was like basically you could criticize me for saying pulling guard, but I mean, he would like basically pretend to go for a takedown, but it's not working, and just fall on bottom. But he wouldn't even do anything from bottom. That's what's surprising to me. But God, those leg kicks in the first 10 seconds were crazy.
Yeah, I really wanted to watch. I wish the fight stayed on the feet because I was on it. Like, I'd feel like I didn't get to see exactly what all ranking.
Well, Rakic has a
Rakic.
crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna say crazy because I'm just fairly sure. I'm not 100% sure. I think he has a really good kickboxing background.
Yeah, he is. He had 40
Like guys,
kickboxing fights.
like guys like Adesanya and guys like
Yeah.
Rosenstrike. I think he was a really good kickboxer. I don't think Anthony Smith wanted to kickbox him, but I don't think he could. He should have actually tried to take down and work on top. Anthony Smith's pretty good on top. I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys can throw hate all you want. I don't like to throw hate. I just like the guy. I think he's a very likable dude. I'm not going to defend his performance. There's no way. I'm not here to do that. I'm just saying. Yeah, I like the guy. I think he's way better than he gets credit for. Like his last two fights were shit for sure. But I mean, he has good wins. He has a 96% finish rate or something like that with his wins, which is a lot. 37 wins, I think. Half as many submissions as knockouts. Like, he fucks people up for sure. He choked out Gustafsson to death.
He did fuck people up. I think that time has passed. I think.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I don't
he's
think
done,
so.
man. The last two fights
I
were
don't
just
think
like he showed no heart at all, dude. He was just like it was like I'm losing. I'm fine with it. So let me just lay here.
But what do you mean by showing no heart? I mean, he didn't give up and get knocked out.
I think both of the fights he just looked awful. Just like got controlled completely. Didn't try. I don't get it.
I think it's. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying there. I'm not going to go. Actually, you know what, Alex? He looked pretty good to me. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, it's hard to just write a guy off after two losses. I think that's kind of bonkers.
I think two in the way that the last two were.
I think it's
Maybe
bonkers.
you can prove me wrong. We'll see.
I mean, I hope I do because I like the guy. I'm not trying to make any bold statements here. I'm saying
I'm making hot takes. Okay.
I get it. All I'm saying is there's no way you can say, okay, so
based on this performance, I think he should drop out of the top 10.
Okay, you were talking about how bad the light heavyweight division is.
Yeah,
Who
that's
else would you put in
That's a
there?
very good point. Shit. If this were a better division.
Did Robbie Lawler lost 4 straight in a good division? He's still ranked.
Yeah, no, that's pretty
Come
crazy.
on. No, I'd like him. I'm not going to defend him. All I can say is I hope he comes back better. I think he's a really likable guy. I think he's, and I really like him at the desk. He does post-fight stuff. He's really good at that.
Yeah, so that was last
Rakic
week.
might be the next big thing, though. We're talking about Joe Rogan saying that.
That's what you wanted to bring up. I was not impressed with his top game at all, honestly.
He's not a grappler. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. Like it was. I guess it
This
was
is the first
impressive
time
that he
we've
was,
seen him grapple. Like,
yeah,
at
that
all.
he was able to dominate Anthony Smith like that. But
Who's a really, really, really
Yeah.
high level jiu-jitsu guy. He really
good
is.
point.
Very good. Anthony Smith
Yeah.
has as many submissions. He has like 14 submissions. Like he's
Yeah, and
good.
it looked like
He choked out. He
Rakic
put
could do
Gustafsson to
whatever
sleep.
he wanted.
Yeah, he put Gustafsson to sleep, dude. Anthony Smith is really good on the ground. And I think he was. I think maybe Rakic wanted to show like he could do it all. Maybe because you can just get up. You can do that. You can stand him up. I think he wanted to show he was well rounded. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, Paul Felder was saying he's like, I kind of wish he would let him stand up. He's like, this is kind of boring.
Yeah,
Basically,
and it was
Paul
kind
Felder
of,
being the casual in the crowd.
I mean, it was kind of boring because like you said, like he wasn't really trying to finish him.
Yeah,
you know what I
no.
mean? But I don't think you're going to choke out. I don't think you're going to submit Anthony Smith. Can you look up if he's ever been submitted?
Anthony Smith.
I don't think he has. I find it easy. I'm not going to tell you how to Google.
Yeah,
because you're
on
like the
fucking
Google king.
Wikipedia. Yeah, I know.
Yep, I think it's the best way.
God.
I don't think he's lost by submission. Maybe he has. What if all his
He's
losses
lost
are
4
submissions?
times by submission, 9 by knockout. He has 49 fights, though. That's
Dude,
quite a few.
crazy. Look at his finished record. I think it's almost as many submissions
I just can't
as...
believe this guy was able to go 5 rounds with John Jones.
Well, believe it, buddy. Lionheart, baby. Hard to finish. Dude, he handed his goddamn teeth to the referee.
Something happened in 2020.
That's the most boss move I've ever seen. Hands his teeth to the ref. Dude, that was so sick. How can you not go...
2020 hasn't been a good year for him, bro.
22 hasn't been a good year for anybody.
Yeah, no, for real bad for him.
Except for Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns had a really good 2020.
If he didn't get fucking COVID, he'd be champion.
Yeah, he almost died, but he's all right.
Dude, I bet he didn't. I bet he lost his taste and smell for like a fucking 2 days. I guarantee that's what happened.
I bet he got no symptoms at all.
I bet, yeah, dude. He's
he had a tickle in his throat for an hour.
Brazil fucking throwing shit right now.
Yeah, they got good fucking genes in Brazil, dude. I bet he was just fine.
Yeah, dude.
He's
macking on.
He's got to be breaking. He's acai.
Yeah,
he's eating some acai and
off a girl's booty,
and he's married.
Off his wife's booty.
There you go. Yeah, he's got to be fighter of the year 2020. There's no doubt about it. that guy blew the fucking roof off the joint. Hey, how's your rash guard? You like it?
Yeah. It's hanging up in my closet.
It's comfortable. Are you ever going to wear it for anything?
No.
Damn, that's a bummer.
Maybe for the show, I don't know.
You should wear it for the show. Well, you should give it to Cam. He could shrink the fuck out of it, dude. I was actually going to suggest that, but I didn't want you to be like, well, damn, bro, like, what if I want to wear it?
It's an XL, though. So you can fit in that?
Very easy to shrink. Fuck yeah, dry it. Just wash it in hot water. And fucking it'd be tight as fuck on him. They can appreciate it. Train doesn't cam the... Wow. Train doesn't cam. Cam doesn't train the gi at all, does he?
I don't think so.
Good man. Good man.
All right,
I didn't think
so
so.
we got to talk about...
I've seen a lot of pictures of him training, and he's never had a gi on. So
yeah, I don't think they literally are just like for MMA.
Just an MMA gym. Yeah, that's cool. I respect that. He's not missing out on much. Just saying. I haven't put the gi on in a minute, dude. I'm getting shit from my coaches.
Why?
He's like, do you come to class anymore, or you just go to fucking no gi?
So wait, like, but they're at the same place,
I lost
right?
you for a second there.
They're at the same place, right?
Yeah, but not very. I shouldn't say not very many. Most people pretty much do one or the other, for the most part. But now so like,
you guys are like, where are you, bro?
Yeah, well, I've always gotten shit for being really, and like I got shit when I competed in no gi because I didn't even compete in the gi, and all my teammates were there competing in the gi, and I had to wait till the end till the gi was over to compete in no gi. They're like, why don't you compete in the gi? I'm like, fuck the gi, bro.
But aren't there other people who only do no gi or no?
There's some, but the no gi classes are substantially smaller, and it's just like there's a couple people who teach it that do a little bit of both. Like the guy who teaches is a pro fighter. He's a black belt, and he doesn't train the gi at all anymore. He just does the no gi for the most part. And then there's a lot of guys from MMA gyms come and do no-gi only.
Lachlan Giles said it on this program.
No-gi is the future, for sure it is. It's just more fun. The problem is people like the beginners class, like at our gym, is a gi class. So like people learn the fundamentals like first day, like I don't know jujitsu, show me jujitsu. Like they learn like grabbing collars and shit like that, and then that's all I do. And then like no-gi seems daunting to them, or they'll go to a class and they just suck, and they just like won't do it again, you know. But they get real grippy. They're real grippy. They'll fucking try to grab your shirt and shit. Like, hey, man, like, grab my fucking shirt. Like, don't do that. Like, that's not the way it works, you know. Because you can't grab anything in no-gi. Even if you could, you can't. Like, it's against the rules. You can't grab shorts and shit. So, yeah, and then I just don't. And then, like, you know, one of my favorite teachers like makes fun of me because like I'll show up every now and then with a gi on, and he's like, "Why'd I even fucking give you your blue belt? Like, you don't even wear the gi." I'm like, hey, man.
That's pretty good burn on you.
Well, I mean, I told him, I'm like, hey, man, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if there were, I think I said this on the podcast before. I'm like, if there weren't, like, if I didn't have to go to gi to get promoted, I wouldn't even put on a gi ever. That's the only reason I do it. Like, I think I said on the podcast, like, I don't want to train for 10 years and be technically a white belt. You know what I mean? Like, I want to eventually be a black belt. You know what I mean? Like, that's my goal. Once I get that black belt, so long gi, dude. Like, I'm never putting that thing on it. I'm never putting that thing on again.
I'm gonna burn it.
Yeah, I'll be in the closet just along my black belt. Actually, I'd probably, honestly, I mean, not to sound cheesy, but I'd probably put my black belt like in a frame and like hang it on the wall. But just train no-gi. I probably would never wear it. But the goal is you want to be a black belt someday. And unless you go to 10th planet, you have to put on the gi to do it.
So 10th planet gives belts to people without gis.
Because they're only no-gi school. That's the only reason. Yeah, they're the only no-gi only.
Is there a 10th
school.
planet in South Carolina?
I don't think so.
Have you scoped where you're gonna go?
Oh yeah, American Top Team, 100%.
But you have to restart, don't you?
No, I still have my blue belt.
They won't be like, nah, you don't have a blue belt here, man.
No, it's a lineage. Yeah, we have a new brown belt student right now. Moved here from another state. He's not a white belt now. If he was, that'd be fucked up because he'd beat the fuck out of everybody.
Fucking people up. They'd have to promote him pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, like the nitty and gritty. Your belt is, you know, I mean, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of hard work and stuff, but it's basically your skill level. There's a reason you compete in your belt division. So if you made a brown belt put on a white belt again, you're just going to win worlds. Like,
yeah.
That's just not, you know, he's still going to be a brown belt level. So no, I still keep my blue belt. And it's funny because when we were talking about moving, I told Kimberly, I said, like, I'm like, I don't want this to sound like this is going to dictate our move, but like, I don't want to move until I get my blue belt. Like, because like once you go to a new school, yeah, no, my blue belt was a total surprise. I don't know if I told you that. It came out of nowhere. I just showed up to class one day and they gave it to me. It was like a big deal.
To me, like, whoa, he came up today. He wore his gi.
No, they're like, we have a promotion today. Like, this guy, yeah. It was cool. It didn't bother me, really. Like, I didn't care about I never care about belts. Like, I never – like, my skill level is always going to be my skill level, no matter what colors around my waist. That's how I look at it, which sounds cheesy, but, you know, I'm getting better every day no matter what you put on my waist. So, and in no-gi, there is no belt, so it doesn't matter to me. Which is where I compete. Like I'll never compete in the gi again. Like all my competitions will be no gi from now on. But yeah, it was a total surprise. But I told Kimberly, I'm like, I don't want to go to a new school and be a fucking 3-year white belt. And because you're new, they're not just going to show up and go, "Oh, you're good. Here's your blue belt." Like you still have to like earn your time there. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I really don't want to be a 5-year fucking white belt. Like I don't want to do that. So I really want it. But I got my blue belt. You know. So it's all good.
Now the move's ready to go. Coming back from the East Coast.
That's all I was waiting for, and I'm out of here.
Regular time zones.
Sorry, Professor, I'm out of here. No, American Top Team, though. They got a lot of good guys over there. Their instructor is like a really known jiu-jitsu guy. Their jiu-jitsu instructor. So they, obviously, American Top Team you're familiar with. They have They have full MMA classes. They have Muay Thai specific classes. They have wrestling specific classes. They have jiu-jitsu specific classes. You know, again, I don't really get down on striking like that. Like, I more than likely just do the jiu-jitsu classes. But
You want to learn Muay Thai?
no, it hurts, dude. That's why I don't like striking. It hurts.
Get your shins fucking strong, bro.
All of it hurts, dude. You look like a fucking bruised banana when you get done striking.
Good.
I don't like it.
You go to
I
your
like
job
it.
and they go, Jesus, what happened to you?
Listen, I can strike better than the average guy. I can fucking throw a left hook and you're like, damn. Like, I know how to do it. That's all I care about. Like, I know how to do it. You know? Listen, if I ever got in a self-defense situation, like, it's guard pull heel hook, dude. I'm kidding.
Let's be real, man. Jiu-jitsu doesn't correlate to a street fight, okay?
Very confident I could double leg the fuck out of anybody and choke them out. For sure. Actually, that's funny because we were talking to Scally about that. When I was talking about how I don't like wrestling, I like to pull guard. I don't remember what I was drunk as fuck, but what I told Scally, I said, listen, I make fun of wrestling, but like I still train it and drill it. I'm like, realistically, no matter how much I like it, like my takedowns are going to be a lot better than some Joe Schmo's takedown defense. Like I can take someone down, like for sure. But yeah, it's really easy. You take them down, mount them, hurt them till they turn their back and choke them rear naked choke. Every jiu-jitsu guy should be self-defense plan all day long. Rear naked choke. It's since the beginning of time, it's the highest percentage submission. It's the one that works the most.
Mm-hmm.
If you try anything else, you're foolish. Not foolish. I mean, obviously in a fight, anything can happen. But if you're trying to armbar someone, like, what if it doesn't work? What if you break his arm? He's fucking has adrenaline pumping. He's fine. You know, it's all about putting him to sleep. Rear naked choke's the way to go. Mount them, ground and pound them. They always turn away from it. They don't like getting hit. They turn their face. Rear naked choke all day long. 6 seconds, they're gone. And then you stick around to get arrested, you get the fuck out of there. You're gone, dude. Gone. People
Then
are like,
what they don't tell you kids is get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, well, you're going to stick around until the cops like, listen, I'm a trained martial artist. Like, I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. Like, no, you're gone, dude. 100%, dude. I would choke a motherfucker out in a heartbeat and
Bounce.
dip. Go. Like, I am out of there. Hopefully there's no cameras rolling.
All right, so let's
All
talk
right, let's
about next week
Let's do it.
in a that's how I would rate it.
Good main event. That's about it.
Wolverine versus Augusto?
Sakai, I think is his name.
Sakai.
Yeah.
Dude is
Augusto,
15-1.
Yeah, I think he's a
29 years
good
old.
up-and-comer.
Overeem
Is,
is 40. God mode. Shout out to Tom.
Overeem is a freak.
Has a high confidence win for Sakai.
Interesting.
Overeem
Overeem is not your regular 40 years old, dude. Overeem is not your regular 40.
4 UFC wins. 2 of them are split decisions, though. He had a split against Andrei Arlovski and a split versus Blagovoy Ivanica. But if I remember correctly, I remember watching that fight, and I was very surprised it was a split, if I recall.
A split against Arlovski?
Not that. I'm talking about he had a split against Blagoy or whatever, and I remember watching that and thinking that it should not have been a split.
But he had a split against Arlovski.
He did have a split against Arlovski.
Dude, Overeem should fuck him up. Sorry, Tom.
You think so?
Dude, Arlovski is not. And Arlovski's the guy that's falling off the fucking train. For sure.
This was in 2019.
Yeah. If Arlovski's competing with this guy, Overeem should fuck him up.
He has a loss. His
MMA math doesn't make sense. But
his only loss was to Czech Congo by split decision in Bellator.
Okay. Czech Congo's good, though.
Yeah, and this guy fought a lot in Bellator.
Czech Congo's good. Yeah.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had 5 Bellator fights. And then
we can talk about this for a little bit because there's not a whole lot else to talk about on the card.
No.
Because the card's not that good.
Terrible.
Okay, well, I mean, like, I have more respect for Bellator than most guys do. What was his Bellator record?
He won all of them. He had 1 draw. Well, he won
and
all
one loss.
He lost to Czech Congo. Had a draw against Dan Charles.
But how many
It was
wins?
a majority draw.
That's weird. I hate those. How many wins?
1, 2, 2, 3, 4. He had 4 wins.
So he fought 6 times in
Yeah.
Bellator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bellator's good. So, yeah, I don't get the Bellator hate really. I mean, I would never say they're better than the UFC, but I do think they have good guys. They have good guys that people don't know about. Like
Yeah,
Big
dude.
Zeds.
So think about it. This guy has almost the majority of his careers in Bellator or the UFC, and he has only lost once.
Yeah.
He has 15
So yeah,
wins.
he's probably good, but I think Overeem is substantially better than fucking today. 40-year-old Overeem, I think is quite a bit better than Andre Arlovsky is today. And if he had a really competitive, was it a 3-rounder? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That might be hard to look up. Sorry, I didn't put you on the spot.
Dude, with the judging, man, like,
Probably
you
a
know,
3-rounder. I
you
can't
never
imagine that
know.
being a main
You
event.
never fucking know. Because I didn't watch that fight, so it
That's
could
true,
have been
'cause
a crazy fight.
I don't remember that
where
fight.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Because I've heard some crazy ass shit and seen stuff that were split decisions where I was like, how the fuck was that a split decision?
Okay, all right. Well, do me this favor. Arlovsky got knocked the fuck out of his last fight. Can you tell me who that was against? Because I don't remember.
Rosenstrike. He beat Walt.
Rosenstrike
Harris,
knocked him out.
and he
Who
was
beat
winning
Walt
that
Harris?
whole time.
Who beat Walt Harris?
Overeem did.
Oh, Overeem did. Yeah. No.
Remember?
I'm not talking about Rosenstrike, dude. Sorry. Maybe I said it wrong.
What?
Arlovsky. Who was his last fight? Because he got knocked out big time. No, I might have said that wrong. I know Overeem got knocked out by Rosenstrike. Guy's lips split open like a vagina.
Yeah, dude. And then he dominated Walt Harris whenever everyone wanted Walt Harris to win.
Yeah. Overeem's still good, man. He's still good. He's one of the GOATs.
Yeah,
He's
man,
way
it's
up
going to
there.
be hard for me to bet on this kid.
I think so.
When I think about
for
it,
sure.
like, Overeem pretty much beat Rosenstrike if it weren't for that.
Overeem won, let's say the 5-round fight. He won 24 minutes and 59 seconds of the fight.
So, Overeem, God damn it. Andre Arlovsky got knocked out in 29 seconds by Rosenstrike.
By Rosenstrike.
Yeah.
Who?
Rosenstrike. That's who knocked out Arlovsky last.
Arlovsky last. Okay. Well, okay, that's not that big of a deal. And Rosenstrike's a fucking killer.
And he knocked out Overeem too. So.
I thought it was some other. But Overeem beat his ass most of the fight, which is, you know, you can say whatever you want. That's obviously relevant.
Arlovsky.
Overeem's good.
Dude, Arlovsky just beat Ben Rothwell or whatever before that loss to Rosenstrike, and then he beat Felipe Lins. You know?
I guess.
Arlovsky you're shitting on Arlovsky a little bit there.
I don't mean to shit on him. I'm just saying, like, as far as talent-wise, he's fallen off, in my opinion.
Dude, he's lost to Stipe, Francis Ngannou, Alistair Overeem, Tua Talavesa.
Okay, wait. Hang on.
Walt Harris.
You just stop. You just said it. What? Okay, so Overeem has fought Andre Arlovsky.
He has.
What year?
It was in 2016. Overeem knocked him out.
Was that like for the belt or something?
No. It was a fight night, Overeem versus Arlovsky.
Main event. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like for a top contender spot. That was when they're both booming. But Overeem did what to him? I'm sorry.
He TKO'd him with a crane kick.
In what round?
The second round.
Okay. Just MMA math does not make sense. It never has. But let's pretend it does for a second. Overeem knocks out Arlovsky when Arlovsky is good in 2016 and 17. 2016. Arlovsky's good. He's fighting. He's coming up. Overeem knocks him out with the crane kick in the second round. Arlovsky continues to fall off and lose more fights and not be as impressive. And the Sakai guy with a less impressive Arlovsky has a split decision win, which means one judge thought he lost. 2, Arlovsky. That tells me Overeem is a superior fighter. Maybe it shouldn't, but it does.
Okay. So Vegas has...
Was Vegas? Yes. So Vegas
has Overeem as a slight favorite. Well, I would say... So I put...
So I'm not crazy.
He's minus 184 favorite. Sakai is plus 148 underdog.
Okay, so just to be clear to the listeners, I did not know the odds or Sakai's fight background until this conversation. But everything Alex, a.k.a. Young Jamie, has fed me leads me to believe, again,
Leads me
devil's
to
advocate.
calculate.
Again, devil's advocate, MMA math is not supposed to make sense. Leads me to believe Overeem should win this fight. And Tom, I apologize. Tom's bot sometimes makes me look like a fucking idiot.
Went
But
4-0 last week on high
Tom's
confidence.
bot, and guess what? Daddy went 0-2. So there you go. So
Yeah.
Tom's bot
Yeah.
is definitely way better than me. But I have to disagree here, dude. I got Overeem here. And again, I've said it once, I'm gonna say it twice. I didn't know this before this conversation. But everything you fed me leads me to believe Overeem should win this fight.
I know. Honestly,
And
it's gonna be
apparently,
hard for
what
me
you've told
to
me,
bet
what
on
you've told me
Sakai.
about Vegas, is I'm not the only one.
That's correct.
Overeem is a sneaky good 40-year-old, dude. Overeem still has it.
I know, he's just so old. That's what throws me off.
He's fucked up fucking Rosenstrike, dude, to the
holy
last
shit.
second.
Andre Arlovsky's old as shit too, bro. His first professional fight was in 1999.
Super old.
41.
Super old. Well, guess what? Someone thought he beat this Sakai guy. That's all.
All right.
All right.
So,
Last thing.
besides that,
Last thing. No, last thing. This is important. Can you look up of his 15 wins, this Sakai guy? Can you Wikipedia him? Tell me how many are by stoppage and what stoppage? How many decision?
he has 11
Subs.
by knockout, 4 by
Okay.
decision, 1 loss by decision, 1 draw.
No subs.
No subs.
Okay, Overeem is an extremely well-rounded guy. And what he did to Rosenstrike was take him down and fucking work him on the ground. Because Rosenstrike's basically a kickboxer, period. That leads me to believe, his loss was by decision?
Mm-hmm. Split.
This guy can be submitted.
You're
Overeem
just saying that.
Why would I just say what do you mean?
How do you know? Maybe he has unbelievable submission defense. That's why no one submitted him.
Because so many of his wins are by knockout. I'm assuming he's never been on the ground. That's what I'm assuming. Most of his fights are by knockout because he has so many wins. So of all of his fights, only 4, 5, 6 of them have gone any way besides him knocking him out. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not just saying that. Why are you saying just saying that? Fucking dude, Rosenstrike had never lost a fight. And Overeem fucking beat the shit out of him really on the ground.
Well, just so you know, this Sakai guy, according to Wikipedia, works in an aquarium between fights. So,
Well, guess what? He's motherfucking fish food on Saturday.
jeez.
No, I don't know. I don't know a lot about the guy. Like I said, I could watch 2 of his fights and go, what was I thinking? You know what I mean? I'm just going off numbers and math. MMA math does not make sense. Dude, my money is on Overeem. I know we're not going to talk about the rest of the card. Actually,
Let's
we'll
talk about the co-main, I guess.
Let's talk about Ricky Simone as well. I want to talk about Eubanks and I want to talk about Ricky Simone.
All right,
That's it.
start. I don't know what you want to talk about, Ricky Simone, but so go ahead.
I want to know odds and I want to know other guys' record.
Well, Ben Callaherd's fought like 8 times in this COVID. Isn't that who it is? Brian Callaherd, right? Ricky.
Okay, I don't know if you know when that happens, but sometimes I lose you and you like spaz out. Your microphone does. I didn't hear a word you said. Say that again.
I said Ricky Simone fights Ben Callaherd, doesn't he?
I have
Brian Callaherd. Brian Callaherd.
Yes.
Dude, hasn't that guy fought like 4 times already?
Well, Ricky Simone is a local boy. He's from around here. So again, if I trained in a big city, I'd probably be training Ricky Simone.
The hell are the odds at?
That's what I want to know. And just so you know, I think you should start doing my bookie odds, not your odds.
Well, I like
Because
using my odds.
That's great, but you are one of one. Most people use my bookie.
Most people
especially
are legal degenerate gamblers. Okay, I'm doing gambling.
Okay, most of our listeners are from another country, and I know for a
Dude,
fact Tom uses my bookie, and he even promotes it.
My fucking bookie.
I'm just saying,
dude.
Our listeners for sure use my bookie. How many of our listeners are in Pennsylvania? Probably none.
Hey, if you're in Pennsylvania, Indiana, what I can actually look how many there are, fucker. So just you wait. I'll tell you.
Dude, I bet none. I know Tom's bought and everything. Tom uses my bookie for sure. I use my bookie, and I know all of our other European listeners do. So I'm just saying, I feel like it's more real.
How the fuck do
Even
you
though
find
even
fucking fights on here, dude?
oh boy, just click MMA,
MMA,
click
got it.
and then click upcoming.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just saying that's what most people
Damn,
use.
dude, they
Don't
have
get-
way shittier. So they have Sakai only plus 150.
Well, these are the odds you need to be talking about. Tom offers 100% a deposit bonus or whatever on my bookie if you use his promo code. So there you go. Why are we not talking about this? This is important.
Dude, they don't even have the full lines up.
Okay, if they don't, then use elsewhere odds. I'm just saying.
All right, well, like, you know,
I just got notified Joe Burrow is starting for the Bengals week 1, just so you know.
that's exciting.
I guess.
Brock Weaver, Frank Camacho. Brock Weaver's the underdog.
Fuck yeah, I put money on my boy Brock. 100%.
He ever answers his phone, you know?
No, I stopped messaging him. Dude, this is gonna sound like dickheadish and like big headed. He's literally the last person to message in our conversation, and I've ignored it.
Wait a minute,
I'm
wait a
just
minute,
saying.
wait a minute. Is OSP on this card now?
Maybe. I doubt it.
Wait a minute.
It's probably something fucked up. Because he's not in the main card, and I really doubt he's on the prelims.
It's on my bookie fucking.
No, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. For sure. The date is what, the 5th?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I hope so. I like OSP, but I don't think so. Maybe they push it back. No, he had fucking COVID, dude. They wouldn't like 1 week.
Yeah.
No way. He has to at least quarantine 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not right.
Dude, no one has the odds for this fucking fight. I can't tell you what they are. It must be
No,
brand
okay,
new.
no one does?
The odds makers haven't made it yet.
Okay, well,
Because both my bookie and I can't find it. So
okay, I mean it's early. That is what it is. We'll not talk about it. We got bot predictions.
yeah, I saw Tom. I
Let's see.
briefly looked at him.
What's Tom thinking about Ricky Simone versus Brian?
I think he
Kelly?
has Simone high confidence, almost positive.
I like Simone. Simone's a really good wrestler. He's a local boy from the Northwest. I
You
like
ain't from there anymore. You
Simone.
gotta start abandoning that, dude.
I like Simone.
South Carolina.
I love the weather. I love the beach. That's North Carolina for the song, but
Well, I switched it.
no, I know. I've done the same thing. I've done it to Kimberly before, I think. Hilarious song. And he has a high confidence win. I assume Eubanks is a high confidence win. Am I incorrect?
You know, man, you got me doing a lot of things here.
That's
I
kind
gotta
of
look up
like
what God mode wants to do.
I'm
Joe
just
Rogan doesn't
saying-
expect this of Jamie. He tells him to do one thing at a fucking time, okay?
Actually, Jamie's doing shit like in the middle of a conversation without being asked.
Yeah, but he's not part of the conversation. He just sits there and only Googles.
That is true. That is true. But if you're gonna act like he wouldn't have this put up by now, I think you're foolish. Dude, okay, so
All right, yeah, he has Sakai high confidence, Rosa high confidence.
No.
No, wait, it might not be
Eubanks
high.
losing?
It might not be high. Shit. He does. He has Rosa high confidence. Ricky
Dude,
Simone
Eubanks is
high
a
confidence.
monster. Eubanks is a monster, bro.
Is she a monster?
Dude, last time she fought, if you remember on the podcast, it was kind of funny, kind of racist. I was like, dude, that's
Jeez.
Kevin Lee. That's Kevin Lee. Do you remember that?
Dude, she's barely a favorite, bro. Rosa is minus 140. Wait, Rosa's the favorite. Eubanks is the underdog.
Dude, listen, I've had a really, really shitty last fucking
Dude, better.
bets. Bet the house on Eubanks. Bet the house on Eubanks.
She's
bro.
plus 116.
Eubanks is going to piece this bitch up. And I don't mean bitch as an offensive term.
I'm just saying.
I know literally zero females listen, but like let's say one did.
Virtually zero.
One did. I don't mean to be offensive, but this broad is being pieced up. I'm sorry, Tom. I disagree. I've watched Eubanks' last couple fights. She's a fucking monster. She's Kevin Lee in a wig, 100%. She's jacked. She's strong. She's fast. She's fucking as hard.
Well,
Like, she's good.
Vegas
I don't know how is she?
has her as the underdog.
How does she have a 6-4 record? That's bonkers to me.
Well, I guess that means it.
She's almost a 500 fighter, and she's really good. That's crazy. That's like Courtney Casey.
I feel like that
Same.
happens with girls a lot.
It does. It does. A lot of people in a group chat said they never bet on women's MMA again because they say
Well,
dog
that
or
chick
pass.
fucked
They
up.
say. Yeah, I don't know. Are you in the group chat anymore on Instagram?
No, I read it occasionally. I don't ever fucking.
Are you in the?
Dude, she lost to Aspen Ladd.
Aspen Ladd's a fucking killer. How dare you? A killer. Probably the future of the fucking division once Nunes is gone. How dare you? How many? Does Aspen Ladd? She lost one fight, and I think she tore her ACL. Does she have one loss? I bet she has one loss. Aspen Ladd.
She lost to so
One time.
she's lost to Aspen Ladd twice. That's 2 of her losses.
How many
Oh yeah,
losses
Aspen
does
Ladd
have?
is that girl that's been killing it. That's right.
Dude, she's I might get her on the podcast, Alex. Spoiler alert. Might get her on. I'd be so hyped, dude.
Is she the one that's like our age?
She's really good friends with Andrea Lee, I tell you that much.
Oh, cool.
That might be,
Andrea
that might,
loves
that might be,
us.
that might be my in. Yep, that might be my in. She's currently recovering from ACL surgery. Actually,
I mean,
no,
she's bored.
She's actually a really fun follow. I mean, like she's not like most of the people I follow are like, you know, hot or something. But like she's really into like traveling and shit. Like I'm not traveling, but she has these like huskies and she hikes with them for like all day long and shit. She's a big fucking strong girl for sure. I hit her up. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I have really high confidence. Speaking to Tom's bot, that in a couple weeks when people finally filter because when you're a verified account, all these are request messages, but when they filter through it, I feel like in a couple weeks she's gonna hit us back up. I name dropped. I'm like, I know you're tight with Andrea Lee, friend of the podcast, our favorite interview so far. We'd love to have you on.
Yeah.
No,
Anyways,
a beast though. That's the point. She's a fucking
so
beast.
this girl's
Really
lost
good.
to her twice.
Okay,
That's
well
2 of
that's
her
fucking
losses.
half of her losses, and
Yeah.
Aspen Ladd's a monster.
Then she lost to Bethe Korea.
Okay, and then who else?
She beat it, Jessica I.
Yeah, dude, she's a
No,
beast.
the girl that beat her beat Jessica I.
Oh, okay. Well, Jessica I is like whatever. Sorry. I actually really liked her for some reason for a little bit, and now I'm like
beat
totally
Lauren
bored.
Murphy by decision.
Lauren Murphy. Listen, we all know Lauren Murphy got a bullshit win against Andrea Lee. Andrea Lee had a goddamn staph infection. Couldn't throw her fucking right leg.
Fucking couldn't throw her leg kicks.
Couldn't throw her right leg, and I still think she won the fight. I still think it was a shit decision. Lauren Murphy, suck a dick. Andrea Lee's better.
We're staying loyal.
We're staying loyal. I can't wait for her fight. Her fight's a couple weeks. Let's wrap this up. Let's pull this up real quick, and we'll wrap it up.
All right. What
Andrea Lee and Brock Weaver both fighting on the 12th, correct? Can you look that up? Pretty sure. And then we got to do let's do a teaser for Colby versus Woodley. I think we already did. But I think that card.
You're just like, let's wrap it up. Oh, let's add a teaser. Okay. So wait, what?
No, I think that card's good. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, because that's the 12th.
The 12th. Yeah, it's a really good card. I'm pretty sure top to bottom is a good card. That's in 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
Oh, we got our boy Billy Cornito fighting. That's fucking dope.
So the next week is Santos versus Teixeira.
Good fight.
Then it'll be.
I think Santos fucks him up.
That's the 12th. So Google doesn't have them all on here. But we know from other.
Okay. No. Go to next week's. Sorry.
The 12th or the 19th?
Go to the 19th.
So that is Colby Covington.
There we go. That's a big card.
Covington, Woodley, Sam Beer. Oh, God. Nope. Versus Cyril Gain.
How is that the co-main over Mackenzie Dern versus Randall Marcos?
I don't know. Well, that's not the co-main, so. Derek Minor versus TJ Lundman.
Okay, here's another good example of a 500 fighter who's a fucking stud. Randall Marcos is 10-9-1. That is a 500 record if I've
Yeah,
ever
dude,
seen
I think
one.
I'm gonna stop betting on women's MMA, man. Those guys are smart. Like, what? How the fuck does that happen?
Dude, she's good. Like, I can't believe that. How is she 10-9?
I think she's lost all her losses were way earlier in her career.
Dude, she's Randa Marcos. Like looking at her record, you might think one thing.
Dude, she hasn't lost since 2000. She hasn't lost since 2014. So
there you go. I've watched her fight multiple times. She is fucking good.
oh wait, I'm wrong. She lost to
I don't care
Amanda
when she
Ribas, lost to Claudia Gadelia.
She lost to Amanda Hebos. Amanda Hebos is the next big thing. Let's be honest.
No, she goes like every other. She went. She beats Carla Esparza, lost to Alexa Grosso.
Okay, all right, okay, yeah.
Lost to
Betting
Karina Kolakovic.
Okay, betting women's MMA is fucking tricky, dude.
Beat Angela Hill. Yeah, dude. Fuck. I'm never betting on women again, bro. What the fuck?
Okay, Amanda Hebos beats basically everyone. She's probably the future of the division. Well, okay, let's be honest.
And
she's a fucking killer. And she's what?
And she's pretty. Boy. Yeah, I know. We know how you feel.
Boy, yes. Yeah, Amanda Hebos is something else.
1993, bro. Your age.
Who?
Wait, you were born in 92, weren't you?
92, yes, sir.
She's born August 1993.
Who's she? Are you talking Marcos?
Hebus.
She's something. She's something.
Dude, just learn Portuguese.
Big fan. Her English isn't bad. Okay, so Hebos beats fucking everyone. Marcos beats Esparza, who's really fucking good. She loses to Karolina Kowalkiewicz, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Carolina's stinky good. Like, she has a weird, like, falling off. Like, at one point in time, she's supposed to be the next big thing, which I guess is the overall point that women's MMA is fucking, like, scatterbrained. Like, who knows?
Yeah, dude.
That's what the guys were saying. That's what the guys were saying in the chat when Homegirl Akupova lost, when she was like the -7 million.
She was 4-4 against a girl who was 13-2.
Yeah. This guy said, never betting women's MMA again. Dog or pass, he said. Like, you're betting on the dog or you're done.
Yeah, dude.
Like, no way.
Dude, that ruined my parlay too, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I only see the 4 fights. I think Andrew Lee's fight on the 12th. I mean, if you want to pull up my Instagram, it's on there. If you don't, it's not a big deal. Or actually, you just had the odds. Brock Weaver's a dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Andrew Lee versus Roxanne on there?
Yeah, I will bet. I will bet on friend of the program, Andrea Lee. Absolutely.
She's probably our biggest friend.
Yeah.
Her and Lachlan are fucking worth.
I saw. Did Gillian Roberts win?
No, she lost. Dude, you know who else fucking lost?
Yeah.
Dude.
Who lost?
The rematch. The controversial verbal tap. Remember that? Our boy Craig Jones
lost again?
Fucking lost, bro.
Whoa,
double overtime.
He's been dethroned.
Double overtime, lost by some doo-doo ass rear naked choke. He lost. By some dude pulling a fucking Shrek and just squeezing some shitty choke. Dude, no one saw it coming, Alex.
Except you.
Alex. If I wasn't out in a boat, as I say in my Canadian accent, I would have bet all of my bookie money on your boy Craig Jones, and fucking thank God I didn't. How does he lose to this fucking tool, bro? Listen. I'm just going to make a statement. The rules, it's a different rule set. It's all that stuff, sure. Dude, Craig Jones is the best guy in his weight division in the biggest grappling tournament in the world, ADCC, in 2019. He wins it all. He wins the gold, right? Okay. This fucking Mason Fowl guy is nowhere to be found. Why is this guy beating him in EBI rules? This is whack as fuck. This doesn't make sense. He's not the better fucking guy. This is bullshit, Alex.
You upset?
I'm with Lachlan now. Fuck EBI.
Yeah,
rules.
Anyways. Yeah. You heard it here from Lachlan. Fuck EBI.
Fuck EBI. What did he say? He said the rule set, I don't think, shows who the best grappler is. That's what he said. He says it shows who's the fastest at escaping a submission with the overtime rules and who's the fastest from a certain position, like the back or the arm bar. Which the back is what he got Craig Jones in. But yeah, Jillian lost by bottom of first round overtime armbar. She had a really good regulation fight. The problem is Chael Sonnen's fucking dumb. It's because he has too many people on the card. That's probably it. Dude, no one does 5-minute rounds, dude. His fucking regulation is 5 minutes. That's a goddamn fucking white belt regulation. That's stupid. You're not going to get anything done in 5 minutes with high-level guys. Fucking ADCC is 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And then you go into an overtime. 5
So
minutes?
that's what you're
Like,
saying.
you're
saying
just
not
starting.
enough time.
Not enough time for regulation. And there's no leg locks in EBI overtime. It's armbar position or the back. Craig Jones is a leg locker. You give him 5 minutes to get a leg
You're
lock.
just upset. You're just upset because he couldn't get a leg lock.
I know.
You're triggered.
My people get made fun of on Twitter or Instagram. We're Danaher Death Squad fanboys. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, I want Danaher's.
I am one. I am a Danaher Death Squad.
Yeah, I'm a
proud
Death Squad
one.
fanboy. Yeah, dude, his guys are the fucking best. You give Craig Jones 5 fucking minutes for a guy who's running around in circles and trying everything he can to stall to not get fucking leg locked. Fuck yourself, kid. Yeah, maybe you are better from the back. We were talking a white belt round. Fuck yourself. Sorry. But yeah, he lost.
We should end on that.
We should end on that. Yeah, Jillian lost. She got armbarred in the bottom half of overtime. She had a really good regulation round. And to be fair, most people expected her to lose. I mean, Amanda Lowe is a really high-level black belt. She's not an MMA person. Like, she's basically grappler only. But Jillian looked really good, so there you go. I thought she looked good. I just can't believe Craig Jones lost it. I just can't fucking believe it. I can't believe it. I say, call in the big brother for the revenge. Give him Gordon Ryan. Let Gordon Ryan fuck this dude up. That's all I'm saying. Get the big brother out there. Craig Jones has always been just behind Gordon Ryan. Gordon Ryan's the bigger, stronger, better grappler. And Mason Fowler's will come in and talk shit because Craig, for whatever reason, Chael Sonnen says Craig Jones is the best in the world when everyone knows it's not true. Everyone knows it's Gordon Ryan. God damn it. We have Lachlan Giles on the fucking podcast talking about it. Everyone knows Gordon Ryan's the best in the world. He beat Lachlan Giles, goddammit, in ADCC. He's the only person to do it. So, call him Big Brother help. You think you're fucking better than these Danaher guys? Take the king, baby. Gordon Ryan will fuck you up. And we share the same birthday.
Jeez. All right.
He's quite a bit younger than me, though. He's 25, but.
Wait, really?
Yeah. July 8th, baby. 25 years old.
And he's the best in the world? I thought he was older. I thought he was an old guy.
Been the best in the world for probably 3 or 4 years, too.
Huh.
Young kid. Just fucking people up. No one can beat him. He's unbeatable. He's unbeatable today. His last few super fights, so they say, are guys who beat him when he was like 17. They're like, this guy beat him before. Like, the rematch is going to be crazy, and Gordon just beats the fuck out of him. Like, this is the only big fights they can sell for this guy.
All right. Well,
give him Big Daddy. Give him the king.
Oh, jeez.
Like, Gordon, avenge your brother, Gordon.
Dude, you're bringing out your Randy Macho Man Savage is coming out. Listen here, brother. If you think that you can't, if you think that's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair. If you think that you're going to take my boy Lachlan and my boy Gordon in leg lock department, I think you're wrong.
That was good. Fucking give him Lachlan. Lachlan's fucking 50 pounds less. So fuck him up. I might not. Craig Jones
Get
might
him
be
a
better,
body bag.
Dude, let Gordon beat his ass. Let him do it. Dude, I know they're salty because all those guys talk about when they say whatever about Craig Jones on Submission Underground, all the Danaher guys, you got Gary Tone's like commenting, making posts about it. Gordon's always making posts about it. Dude, I guarantee Gordon's gonna come out, but listen, you want to fucking give this guy, you want to think, because Chell says, he's like, okay, now we've proven it. This guy's the best in the world. Gordon's gonna be like, okay, is he? Like, I will fuck this dude up. And Gordon Ryan gets a lot of hate. A lot of people don't like him. He's very controversial on the social media. He calls homeless people like pieces of shit and stuff. You know, I'm not saying I support it. I'm just saying.
Well, why don't you tell him to stop?
We have the same birthday.
Hey.
We're basically boys. Yeah, he's very controversial. He's not afraid to say what he feels. Like he's had interviews before. And they're like, "What do you think actually makes you the best in the world, Gorn?" And he's like, "I actually know what the fuck I'm doing." It's like all these other guys just
Have
like
you asked
have
him
a
to be on the
thing.
show?
Dude, I'll tell you what,
Message him every day.
I might be able to, dude, I might be able to swing that.
Hey, we had Lachlan on here.
Dude, if we got Gordon on here, that would. No offense to Andrea, no offense to Arnold, no offense. That would be the biggest thing. Like Gordon Ryan has been the number one jiu-jitsu guy for quite a while.
All right, well, you get back to me.
Talk to your boy Cam. Like it's very well known. I doubt it could happen. If it happened,
dude, how do we? You didn't think you'd get Lachlan Giles?
I didn't think we'd get Lachlan. You're right, but we did, and he's great. But he's not Gordon Ryan. In fact, Gordon Ryan beat him. So I'm just saying.
All
You think we can pull it off?
Yeah, I believe in you.
Dude, if we
With
dude,
those
if I would
sunglasses
need
on, you can do anything.
I would need you to be so sharp if we got him on.
Yeah, all right.
You couldn't fuck around because he would be real quick to call in either one of us out for some dumb shit. He does not fuck around.
You're like, dude, why is the camera so close to your face?
He'd be like, "Who's this guy? Does he even fucking train? Like, why am I talking to these people?" I'm like, "Listen, we have you. You gotta stay.
Yeah.
Let's finish this."
You agreed to this 20 minutes, sir.
You have to stay. No, he's incredible. He's incredible. He gets a lot of hate for whatever he stands for on social media, but he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. I mean, it's hard to argue. But
Go.
anyways, yeah. Craig, yeah, I gotta go too. Sorry, I milked that out. Craig Jones is the GOAT. Wow, sorry. No. Craig Jones fucking lost. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Someone, Big Brother needs to come fucking show this guy. Like, Chael Sonnen's fucking blowing smoke up your ass. You're not the best in the world. Just saying.
Still love to have you on the show.
Mason Fowler, I'd love to have you on the show. That jiu-jitsu podcast, the guys, they follow us. They follow me. What?
Nothing. Just keep going.
Oh no, it's a page called That Jiu-Jitsu Podcast. They have a decent sized page. We follow each other. They had Mason Fowler on the podcast, so maybe might be able to swing it. Yeah, but one of the guys who runs that podcast is like a really high level brown belt, so I think he's pretty well known. And that is not me. I'm just a guy who wears a fucking headband and pretends like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I pretend like I know what I'm talking about. All right. That's it. Everything. I think overing for next week.
We shall see.
Sorry, Tom. I love you, Tom. I think overing.
Alrighty. Well, we will see how Zoom works.
We'll see how Zoom works, and I gotta pee. And it's crazy since we started this podcast. Look how dark it got in here.
Yeah.
You see the difference?
Yeah. I can see the light in your. You can't see the light at all anymore.
Well, yeah.
Completely
now
light
it's my
out
computer.
started,
Now it's my computer light, but yeah, it used to be daylight. So there you go.
All right.
Time's fun when you're having flies, baby.
Let's go. All right. Love you. Say it back.
You kind of cut out there. I think I know you said
you.
I think I know you said peace out, love you, wash your hands.
Yeah. Bye.
Love you too. Wash your hands. Full Baby Yoda is not actually Yoda.